Hey, y'all ready for Taco Tuesday's triumphant return? Well, I'll tell you what, I think that me and Sergio are ready. So do me a favor, kick off your shoes, take off your socks, toss one of those bad boys on your ceiling fan if you have one in your living room, and get ready for the next person to come in the room. And when they do, turn on the ceiling fan and have that sock fling and make sure it lands right on top of them because it is now time for Taco Tuesday. Woo!
Taco Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. Look out, world, get out of my way. Can't keep me from Taco Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. That's my good news day. You never know what Hebrew will say. Let's all meet Taco Tuesday. Time to be kind, inspire your mind. You never know what Sergi will find. A welcome break from the daily grind. Taco Tuesday, that's my good news day. Look out, world, can't keep us away. Call in if you got something to say. Let's all meet Taco Tuesday.
Hey, brothers and sisters, welcome to Taco Tuesday. I'm your host with the most that likes eating rolled up Tostitos. And alongside with Sagittarically speaking, Mr. Hot Red Chili Super Pepper Man himself. Saggy, how you doing on this wonderful cold-ass Taco Tuesday night?
Well, Mr. Taco Tom, Hebrew 77, sir, I am doing quite well because I unfortunately, or fortunately, whichever way you want to look at it, am not experiencing quite the bitter cold that everybody else is at this exact moment. However, I do understand that there is a polar vortex sweeping the nation as we speak, bringing incredibly tundral conditions to the United States of America as we know it.
Oh, that's what you meant by polar vortex.
Yes.
I thought you meant like the polar, like it was from the North Pole and it was sucking us all into its vortex.
Well, that's exactly what I meant.
Oh, okay. Man, I tell you what.
There is a North Pole and it has a vortex. And the vortex has been displaced, my friend.
Oh, no.
It has moved down through Canada over, I hate to say it, the state of Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Michigan.
Oh, no.
Something very cold comes your way, my friend.
Well, as I mentioned before, it's supposed to be -1 on Saturday, so I'm looking forward to that.
Yes, that's the result of the polar vortex.
Oh,
that's when it will have arrived.
I'll be damned.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
how does that make you feel?
That makes me feel like I need to move to Florida.
Yeah, I can see how it could make you feel that way.
Yeah, man. I tell you, this happens every year, dude. It's like I watch my phone when it gets closer to March. Like I keep watching my phone for the weather reports. I'm like, okay.
We have a diagram. Bring up the most recent link I send you, my friend.
Well, wait a minute.
Let's let our audience see this spectacular footage.
Let's not jump the gun yet. Hold on. Let me do 2 things.
Okay.
First of all, I have to address a comment. Let me get that
address a comment. Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Address it.
Address.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right. Keith's dad says he's got some homework for us.
Homework?
Yeah.
We've had this homework thing happen here before, if I'm not mistaken.
We have?
Yes. People have came in our chat room and gave us assignments.
Well, this one isn't too bad. This one's pretty easy math.
Okay, let's hear it.
He says, here's your Tuesday homework question. If I had 4 tacos and Hebrew asked me for one, how many tacos would I have? And the answer is If Hebreo's asking, I'd still have 4. You know, because he's
not going to give you one.
that's right. But here's the real answer I have is
Okay.
if someone has 4 tacos and I ask for 1, I'm gonna somehow end up with 5 tacos.
Well, especially if you're the someone who already had 4.
That's right, man. Yeah.
Because now you'll have one more than you already had.
Yeah, you got that right, brother. Yeah. I tell you what.
Hey, that's easy, Mash.
It ain't nothing for me to like go to the Taco Bell drive-thru and get about 6 tacos and I don't know, like 3 bean burritos and like
And then turn to the person sitting next to you in the car and say, "So what do you want?"
right. Yeah. Man, yeah, I could spend about $30 on just myself.
Right.
That doesn't include the drink yet, but no, man. The second thing I got to do here is address this audience.
Well, you know what? You got a lot of addressing to do.
I know. Well, it's cold out. You got to address somebody.
Well, that's very true.
Yeah.
As long as you aren't doing all these tasks through executive order, I guess I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah. I have to sign a lot of these things before we can actually begin the show.
Okay, well, in that case, get on with your formalities.
Okay. Tonight we have System Failure 2, like 10,000 times here. I see him chatting.
Well, that's cool. That means that each one of those counts as a view, my friend.
Oh, I know that. No, I mean it's the same channel, mind you.
Oh, okay, I understand.
He just said a lot. He's being very talkative in chat tonight, my friend. And then you got, of course, Michael Fontaine.
Michael Fontaine, huh?
Michael Fontaine, yeah. And then you got Affected by Grace, who's also known as Mark. And then you got the ever so lovely Autumn Solomon in the house tonight. And scrolling down here, you got Mr. Keefe's dad, Connie Joe Wood, or Miss Connie Joe. Excuse me, pardon me, sorry. It's Miss Connie Joe now. Got to address them as they are. And then, of course, you've got the most dishonest person in the room, Honest Hunter Hayden. And last but certainly not least, the ever so wonderful Lorraine Lamore. Like how I said that last one?
Yeah, that was a pretty good shout out, my friend.
Yeah. Man,
Armor would be proud. He would be proud.
So would Mystique. I think Mystique would agree with you if she were here.
I'm almost certain of it, my friend. I'm pretty sure that she would agree with you, even if she wasn't here.
All right. Now, with that being said, let's take a look at this bipolar vortex.
Oh yes, bipolar. It is. Yeah. Set up the bipolar memes here.
I will. Wait, no, I won't. I don't have any. But you know who probably will? I bet System Failure. I bet he could think of some pretty good memes.
Oh yeah, like cold sucks. Yeah, snow. Because he's bipolar,
Right.
I give up.
The way they be. So you got Lorraine Moore here. And I just want to say to Lorraine Moore, we thank her for the song and all that good stuff.
Okay, yeah.
But I did hear a rumor.
Oh, you don't say.
Yeah, I heard a rumor that she could be possibly messing around with Mr. Peanut.
Hmm.
You know, I don't know. It's just a rumor.
Mr. Peanut, you say?
Yes, her and Mr. Peanut and Mr. Potato Head had a threesome the other night.
What do you know?
Yeah. Now you can take that in any way you want. You can take that to mean sexually, or you could just be like, when three people get together and they go out and have food or something.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they call threesome sometimes. Like you hear it on this TV show, like hey, let's all three of us get together. Oh, that would be a threesome. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah. I understand.
it wouldn't have anything to do sexually.
Well, yeah. I
That's
mean,
like when
the people that you had included on the list weren't like overly sexualized characters.
no.
It's not like you said Honest Hunter Hayden and I don't know, Tracy Lords or something like that.
No, I saw a very interesting article about Tracy Lords the other day.
Well, you did, huh? You actually read the fine print. You didn't just look at the pictures.
No,
Okay.
I actually there was no pictures.
Oh, what kind of article is that?
I know, right? No, but I will say this about Mr. Potato Head.
Uh huh.
He's very spudly.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. He's a fine fellow. But Mr. Peanut, he cracks me up sometimes. Mr. Peanut.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, he has an irreputable reputation, Mr.
Mhm.
Peanut does.
Oh yeah, he's a real nut. That guy.
Yeah, he is a little off sometimes.
Say, I'm getting a lot of static from you, and I don't mean like static as in you're being a smartass or anything like that. I mean like literally there is static coming from your end. Sounds like.
I don't know. I have a fan running. I could go turn that off.
Maybe, I don't think that's it though. Do you think
That's the only thing I could think of. Yeah.
Now, when we both talk at the same time, it doesn't happen. So maybe we should set a goal to talk at the same time. Like
always just try to talk over you every time you start talking.
Yes.
Okay, I'll just do that for the
just do that. Yeah, right.
I'll just like lightly hum.
There you go. Now, Lorraine the Moore says she'd rather have an affair with the brawny paper towel man, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Because he's a big burly guy with lots of muscles.
Right. Yeah, I can always imagine him and Mr. Clean like in an arm wrestling match.
Oh man, that'd be so cool.
Yeah.
It'd be like, who do you think would win?
I think Mr. Clean would be who I'd put my money on.
Yeah, he seemed like he's got some. He's not big per se, but like he seems like when his sleeves are rolled up, he has some pretty decent biceps.
Obviously, though, Arm and Hammer would win the championship, though.
Oh yeah, I never thought about Arm and Hammer. I mean, his arm's literally a hammer.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. So.
Well, I think he's actually holding one. He'd have to set the hammer down, I guess.
Oh yeah, that wouldn't work then.
No.
But he does get things clean. I mean, you just pour a little bit of him on stuff, and next thing you know, you don't have to barely scrub.
Right. I mean, that is good advertising for like if you're looking for something that's going to get the job done,
Get the job done. We used to stick Arm and Hammer in our refrigerator sometimes.
Well, yeah, you would open it up. He'd just be chilling.
Yeah. Right. He'd just be chilling. I got something to tell you, Sad. You may not believe this, but I have something to tell you. And I was in Scared Performances. Like, I went into the chat last night into what they call that, Mandela Monday.
Mandela Monday, yes.
Yeah, I was in Mandela Monday, and I was telling some really good jokes, and he actually caught one of my jokes.
Well, what do you mean you were telling some really good jokes and he actually caught one of your jokes?
Well, I was like, how I throw like little smart alecky sort of comments and stuff like that around and see what
I
sticks.
have no idea what you're referring to. I have never heard of you engaging in such behavior.
Oh
Yeah, I
yeah,
totally.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, anyway,
But I digress. Go ahead, my
you
friend.
do. I digressed a bunch in my last show. I forget what show it was. It may not have been on this channel. It might have been during my toy review or something. I said it a bunch of times, so I owe you some money, I do believe.
You owe me money. How so? Please explain.
For saying I digress a bunch.
Oh yeah, okay. Well,
Yeah.
we'll just put it on our tab of owe me's.
Oh, okay.
At the end of the day, we'll see if it comes out in the wash.
I love getting quarters out of the washing machine. But
Yeah,
hey,
I know,
man,
right?
yeah.
Go ahead.
But hey, man, yeah. So I was on there,
Uh,
and then that. Don't you call me he boy?
okay, yeah, I won't.
Not you.
Okay.
But I'll show you, boy. All right. Well,
Boy, but squirrel, go ahead, finish your story.
Oh yeah. So I'm on, not on, but I'm in the chat room, and so I noticed his voice sounded a little bit weird. And I was like, dude, your voice sounds weird. And then he goes, well, what do you mean? My voice sounds weird. He goes, are you guys because I wasn't the only one that said it. Like a bunch of people after I said it were like, oh yeah, your voice does sound a little weird. Oh my god, your voice does sound a little weird. Oh my god, your voice does sound a little weird. Oh my god, your voice does sound a little weird. Everyone been saying that, and I'm like, well, maybe
I even heard Michael Fontaine say, "Oh my God, his voice sounds a little weird."
yeah. Hey, that was a good impression of Michael Fontaine.
Well, thank you, my friend.
Why didn't you tell me you could do such uncanny impressions of people, man?
It just kind of came out, man. It was spur of the moment.
Oh, okay. But anyway, yeah. So I said that, but then he recognized it and he said it back to us. He's like, "What do you mean my voice sounds?" Wait, he wasn't like himself. Like, how usually he talks like this. He's like, yeah, live from Texas. It is now the 11th hour. I can't say it right because you're staticky. Mute up for a second so I can say it.
Okay, all right.
All right. It is now the 11th hour. Do you know where your reality is? That's usually his voice, You can unmute.
Right, and then he smoothly transitions into his regular talking voice, which is just a little bit higher pitched than that.
Yeah, but last night his voice was like this. It was like, "Hey, everybody, I'm Scared Performance."
He sounded that sounds like I don't even know what to say, Richie Cunningham performance or something.
That's exactly how he sounded last night, man. I'm not even joking. And then like everyone was like, "Oh man, well maybe he has the sniffles or something." And then I go, I don't know, man. Maybe he has the Rona. And right then when I said maybe he has the Rona, I got the loudest laugh. Like the most belly felt laugh out of Scare Performance that you've ever heard him make is like, I didn't even think it was that funny,
Right?
Like, how he laughs. He laughs like I don't know how to explain it. He's got that laugh like, like that kind of.
Oh, okay. You're not sure if he's a hero or a villain.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
You know how most heroes, they laugh like this. And then the villains, they always laugh like this.
But they also have the maniacal one too, like I'll get you next time.
Oh yeah, that's it right there. That's exactly how he was laughing.
Right, yeah. That's what I'm trying to say.
So yeah, it was cool, man. He called out my funny comment. Like I usually try my best to make a bunch of funny comments in there, and Last night it actually got recognized. So I just,
You took the napkin, you wadded it up in a ball, you threw it in the trash can from halfway across the room, sank it, and people actually noticed. Is that what you're trying to say?
yes.
Isn't that an awesome feeling when that finally does happen?
Oh, I know, man. It was awesome. I'm telling you. Oh, and by the way, it's time for us to sing happy birthday to Fizzy. I'll go first. Here we
Oh
go.
yeah, please do.
Yeah, I forgot. I
What
forgot
if
it
we
was
just do it at the same time? Can we just do that?
well, no. Because you sound terrible unless you're by yourself.
I know. Well, I even sound worse by myself.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna sing it though. I'll start it off like, all right, are you ready?
Yeah, I'll just kind of chime in here and there.
All right, here we go. Hold on, man. See, now I can't do it because you put like pressure on me without putting pressure on me.
No, no pressure, man. No pressure.
Okay, you got it. This is like this whole month is Fizzy's birthday. It's like forget Black History Month. This is Fizzy birthday month. Can I say that? Is that appropriate?
It's about as appropriate as it gets around here on this show. Come on, let's do this.
All right. Happy birthday to you.
Fizzy pop,
Happy birthday to you.
fizzy pop,
Happy birthday, dear Fizzy.
pop.
Happy birthday to you. Hey, that almost sounds like the Seinfeld thing, but there you go, folks. I'm not going to sing like the second part, because that wouldn't be right for her. How about I do it though? What would you like to hear? Like, you talk about manned animals and you look like one too. Would that be funny? That is just not. That wouldn't be flattering, though. Do you think?
Well, yeah, because some of them are kind of cute. But at least you
Yeah.
didn't say you smell like one too.
Right. I think
Yeah,
I did, didn't I?
No, you said you look like one too.
Oh, okay, good, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of them probably smell horrible.
Yeah, most of them probably are kind of stinky. I mean, just coming into our reality and everything,
Mm-hmm.
they still have that stench of the other reality on them.
Speaking of stinky, like, I think I offended a bunch of people last night.
Well, then it's mission accomplished, right?
Well, no, I mean, like, I was talking about my teeth for some reason because Connie Joe Wood was like, she had a toothache. It was a horrible toothache, and she was struggling from it, and she needed to have it pulled or whatever. And I said, I'm sorry to hear about that. I go, I've never had a toothache before in my life. And
Huh. Well,
yeah.
what do you mean you've never had a toothache before in your life?
I've never had a toothache before, like never. Like
Hmm.
I've had gum problems, like I've had bleeding gums before, but I've never had a toothache. And do you know what?
You must practice really good oral hygiene, and or you have indestructible teeth. Which one do you think, or a combination of both?
I have indestructible teeth because I never brush my teeth. Like never.
Huh. Well, that's actually a key to good oral hygiene. Actually, it's lousy oral hygiene, and it's terrible for your gums. You're going to get all kinds of gum diseases, but your teeth will stay strong because you won't be putting that nasty fluoride on there and using a brush to scratch off all the enamel so that you'll get cavities.
Right? I think that's my secret, man.
Right.
Like, don't ever put fluoride on your teeth, man. They'll ruin them. That's what I told everybody last night. I'm like, dude, I don't trust I think that the toothbrush people of America are trying to brainwash us into brushing our teeth.
Well, that is like one of the biggest conspiracy theories out there, my friend. It's one of the ones we've never really discussed on the show, but the fluoride is like a chemical byproduct of some type of other thing that they create, and they didn't know where to put it. And they came up with the clever idea of putting it in our drinking water. It's just a means to get rid of it. And they made up a fake narrative about how it prevents tooth decay in order to justify it.
Yes,
And
exactly.
and that is that. I mean, you guys can go look it up. There's a rabbit hole. There's a lot of reality to it. There's a lot of factoids, and but it's one of those things that if you talk too much about it, you'll get your channel yanked down.
Autumn says she's out. Hey, don't you leave us. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Just because I talk about my terrible hygiene habits, now you're just gonna leave. Come on.
No,
I
but for
eat
real, if
I
you
eat Go ahead.
have you ever brushed your teeth live on camera before?
No.
Maybe you should make a Hebrew oral hygiene video.
Yeah. I mean, I do brush my teeth like maybe once or twice a week,
Hmm.
but it's not like
Every day is like,
yeah.
Now, do you use a soft, medium, or a hard bristle brush?
I think I use like a I don't know, soft bristle.
So you're a soft guy.
I'm a soft guy for the okay, just give me a minute, I'll think of that one.
Okay, go ahead. I'm more of a medium bristle kind of guy myself. Yeah, I usually choose medium because soft is too soft, hard is too hard. Medium's just right. Kind of like the whole Goldilocks factor. But let's get back to what we were originally talking about. Do you
I'm a
remember what
soft
that
guy
was?
for the hygiene eye. How about that?
Say again.
I'm a soft guy for the hygiene eye.
Okay, you're a soft guy for the hygiene you deny.
Yeah, there you go. Oh man. Now I tell you what I do. Sometimes like when I'm in the shower,
Uh huh.
like I take the body wash. No, I don't take the body wash, but I take like the shower thing and I spray directly into my mouth.
Okay. Well, how did you get good results with that method?
Well, it does it hey, believe it or not, it does get all the crap off of them.
Okay.
So
Do you reach up, get the roof of your mouth, and hit the little corners, and the
yeah.
little
Well,
and inside the cheeks? You like bump?
now that can mean many things, my friend. But no,
I'm just trying to make sure you're thorough with your
yeah.
with your cleansification system
Oh yeah.
that you've worked out. Okay, well that's good. Hey, I can see how that might actually work out for you.
You know what I will tell people is if you're that worried about your dental health,
Uh huh.
just eat a pine cone.
Okay,
Eat a
sure.
pine cone about once a week.
I go, what kind of pine cone? Well, what do
Just
you mean eat a pine cone, my friend?
just
I'm
chew on it.
confused.
Well, just chew on the pine cone like you get from a pine tree. You know what I'm
Like the
saying?
entire pine cone?
Yes.
Well, there's different kinds. There's the soft, little, delicate ones, and then there's the really huge ones that are like impossible to crunch. Like it'd be a. I think you mean one of the smaller ones, right?
No, I mean it's like the great big hard ones.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
That's how a real man does it.
All
Like,
right. All right, Mr. Soft Bristol Toothbrush guy.
yeah. Oh man. Anyway, what were we talking about before I got way off track?
Um,
Oh yeah, the bipolar
Vortex.
vortex. The polar
Oh,
vortex.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was like an hour ago, man. You think people still care about that?
I think they do. I really think they do. It's cold outside.
Yeah, that's true. If you open the door, it's still freaking freezing out there.
You know, that's the one thing about hunting. See, I used to hunt a lot. Like we used to go hunting during the hunting season, right?
Uh-huh.
And like the one thing about hunting is like you no matter how cold it was, like I could stand out in the middle of an open field and as long as the wind wasn't blowing directly on me,
Uh-huh.
like I would be fine for hours.
Okay, I'm with you.
And
Then
now
as soon as you got within like the wind's reach, it totally change the game. Is that what you're saying?
well, yeah, but I mean it could be like below zero and I'd still be fine. Like I'd be fine for hours. But here's the thing.
Hmm. What do you
Now
mean the thing?
Oh,
You know the thing.
oh shit.
You did say, "Here's the thing, my friend."
Did I say here's the thing?
Yes, you did.
Oh man, I totally forgot. I said, well, here is the thing.
Okay.
Go, you know the thing.
It didn't play all the way through.
Sure it did.
I beg to differ.
I no, I did.
All right. Can you play it again just for me, please?
Oh yeah, just well, here's the thing.
Go, you know the thing.
There you go. Are you happy now?
Yes, I'm happy now. Thank you.
All right.
I got my thing fixed.
There you your thing fix, huh? Well, that's cool, man. But hey, no, here is the deal. Okay, here's the deal. You know what would be funny? Is like if I had a dill pickle and then I played the part where he says, "Now here's the deal," and then showed like a dill pickle. You know? Oh well. But no, here is the deal. I like used to go hunting, could stand out in 0-degree weather. And ever since I've quit hunting, it's like if I step out my door for just 2 measly seconds, I'm like, fuck this day. And then I walk back inside, say, I'm going to bed. You know? I mean,
Well, sometimes it's about how long it takes to decide if you're ready to tackle today or not,
oh yeah, definitely. You know. Well, hey, speaking of the cold, you know, we're losing audience members by the second. So there was a chart you wanted me to share?
Well, no, it's just the I think it's the most recent link in Messenger. If not, it's the second most recent link. And you'll be able to see the weather map on it.
Okay, well, let's go to Messenger. Take a trip to Messenger Lane here. All right. I'm blue, la da dee, la ba, la da dee dee da da blue, la la la, blippy. All right.
Is it there? Is it there? Is it there? Is it there? Huh? Is it? Is it? Is it there? Huh?
Oh, I want to share that after we share this, but
yeah, that's what I was going to say. After that one, just go ahead and start picking and choosing any one of those you want to do next.
No. I actually have something that has to do with cold weather.
Well, that's fine. Yeah.
Then I want to share. Now, do we have to watch this video?
I don't know. I just wanted to bring up the image that showed.
This is a CNN video.
Yeah, so I'll leave that totally up to your discretion. I'm not going to encourage nor discourage such behavior.
Okay. Well, if Autumn's still here, there's a thing that she sent me that I want to share. That's her thing. So I hope she's still here. If she's not here, then oh well, she's missing out. What can I say?
All right.
But here's that that thing that you wanted to. Let's see here. Do. Right there. Is that it?
Yes. Now, okay. So scroll down.
Okay.
There's another image I think that'll pop up.
You mean that?
Yeah. Look at where Illinois is, right there in smack dab in the middle of the blue.
Yeah. Here's where I'm at down here, though.
Yeah. Oh, so you're like right on the line of where it turns pink.
Uh-huh.
Well, do you want to find out what's going on with this?
Sure. Where did we start?
I guess scroll up to the top and I'll read it.
All right, cool. Let's have at it.
Yeah, right below that. Yeah, okay, that's good. All right, so February is barely a week old, but it has already featured a historic nor'easter, brutally cold Arctic temperatures, and a spate of deadly avalanches across the U.S. How Mother Nature is upping the ante with the potential for a crippling ice storm and rounds of heavy snow. Winter storm, I'm sorry, winter storm watches are in effect for nearly 10 million people across more than half a dozen states from Arkansas to West Virginia. The
Hmm.
polar vortex is to blame.
The polar vortex.
Yeah. It says here that the front that is bringing all this cold air from the Arctic is also punching the eastern U.S. with a few bouts of
Hmm.
winter weather before it's all said and done, says CNN meteorologist Michael Guy.
Well, let me stop you right there.
All right.
So, if Winter was an actual person, I would have to say that Winter's Mike Tyson right now.
Yes.
He's punching the Eastern U.S. You know,
Hmm.
with bouts of winter.
Yeah. Or you might say like uh, uh, an icy version of Mario,
Oh, yeah,
because he
that could be.
punches. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he punches.
Yeah.
I don't know though if Mike Tyson did punch like winter stuff out of his
Uh-huh.
gloves. I would more or less say that he's a little bit tougher than Mario.
I agree. And I just checked with Mystique, and she agrees with you as well.
Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, sorry about the interruption, my good friend. Go ahead.
All right. Let's see here. A series of storms is forecast to march across the Midwest and into the Northeast throughout this weekend and could leave behind another 6 to 12 inches of snow across parts of the mid Atlantic. Well,
Woof.
there you go.
Man. Yeah, see, we're kind of more like here to here.
Well,
In between here.
so you're right on the line. It could go either way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, man. The one thing I don't want to get is ice, and that's what it looks like this is.
Yeah,
Ice
the
right
peak
here.
is usually like ice rain. Yeah, that's what that is,
Oh,
like a mix, a combo.
oh man. Yeah, we're supposed to get that, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Starting tomorrow.
Yep, during the day it probably turns into mostly rain. At night it turns into mostly ice.
Yeah, that's gonna happen, my friend.
No. Those are the most treacherous driving conditions. I'd
Oh.
rather it just have 2 inches of snow. That would be much safer.
You know, our broadcast partner who's with us on Shifty Sunday most of the time, good old Armor Up, said that him and his little area, his area of
Let's go look at the map again. Where's Pennsylvania? See how much Pennsylvania's getting.
that's what I was getting ready to say, Pennsylvania. He said they had 18 inches of snow not too long ago. Where is Pennsylvania? Up here? Right around here?
It's just to the right of Ohio.
Where the heck's Ohio?
It's right next to Indiana.
Well, here's Indiana.
Okay, go over one more.
Uh-huh.
All right, there's Ohio, and then but that, along the river there. See the river down at the bottom of Ohio? Yeah.
Hmm.
So there's Pennsylvania.
Here?
We'll hold it still. Goes back toward Ohio again. There you go.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't too far from Ohio. I mean, because I've been to Pennsylvania, I've been to Ohio
Mm-hmm.
a few times, but mostly I've been to West Virginia, which I think West Virginia is over in here, right?
Yeah. 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 Somewhere over there. I don't know but Virginia's south a little bit.
Yeah.
I think. I'm not sure. That's Carolina, the south, maybe. I get them all confused.
I do too.
My Virginias and Carolinas.
But I'll tell you this: I remember when I was in West Virginia,
Mm-hmm.
we were about an hour or so away. It seems like there was a mall in Pennsylvania we used to like to go to, and it seems like it was about an hour, maybe an hour and a half away.
Uh-huh.
So we were in Morgantown, West Virginia. So we would go into Pennsylvania, maybe almost 2 hours, I think. I'm not sure. It wasn't very far. I know that much. To go to Pennsylvania, you know?
No, it's not. It's not. It's on your way to the East Coast.
Yeah. So so
All
they're
right,
getting
so
hit pretty good
there's
too.
that. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a big deal. It really is. That's going to be brutally cold, man. You want to make sure you bring your pets in, or have some type of something in place for them. When it gets below zero like that, it becomes
Oh yeah.
dangerous for animals outside.
Oh yeah, for sure. Hey, there's good old Armor. And he's saying that that's not PA. It is the big rectangle north. So let's see here. Let's go
Oh, it's the
back.
big one north. I thought maybe it was, but I always thought it was connected by the river. So I guess I was wrong.
Let's go back up here. So it's okay. So here's Ohio, right?
Yes, zoom in a little bit. Let me zoom in. All right, yeah. So yeah, there it is. That's Pennsylvania.
This
So
is
that must,
Pennsylvania.
yeah, that's Pennsylvania.
Okay.
So I guess the river is connected there at the top. So all right,
Mhm.
all right.
Well, isn't that where I was originally?
Yeah, yeah, you were right from the rip. I'm the one who told you wrong.
Oh, okay. All right. So West Virginia would be what, below it or above it? Like here?
Yeah, because that's got to be something like Maryland up there.
Oh, okay. Let's see. West Virginia would be this
That one
one?
probably, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Because
then the other one would be Virginia.
I know West Virginia was only about, like I said, about an hour and 45 minutes. Let's see what Armor says about it. He must know.
Well, yeah. Plus that's over in his neck of the woods.
Yeah, because like I said, we used to go to a shopping mall there in Pennsylvania. They had a really nice big shopping mall. I forget which part of Pennsylvania it was too, though.
Oh, okay.
And but yeah, that's where we used to go. But anyway, there you go, people. There's that story. I'm glad we have Armor in here to correct us. By the way,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
what,
He's better than Snopes.
yeah,
Yeah, he's way better than Snopes.
he's our resident. Anything we need to know about Pennsylvania, like he's our resident field reporter. Like he could tell us, you know. He's like, he could tell you, like he told me the other night, man, they had like 18 inches of snow and they're supposed to get another like 12 or 18 inches again, like pretty soon. I think it is.
That's a lot of snow.
That's a lot of snow. I know. So I don't know. But the point is,
Have you ever wore snowshoes?
no,
You have not.
no, I never have. No,
Have you
I've
ever
got,
rode a snowmobile?
I have not. No,
Have you ever plowed snow with a snowplow hitch on a truck?
no, I have not, sir.
Hmm. Have you ever slipped in your driveway, fell on your ass while shoveling snow?
Yes, I have. No, actually, I slipped one time. There was ice underneath a patch of snow, and I was walking my dog at the time. My dog got out, ran out in front of me, like went ahead of me, and I was trying to catch up to him. And that's when I slipped. I slipped and went, whoa! You know, and then all of a sudden, bam, right on my butt.
Yeah.
You know?
Dang.
Yeah, at least
You
I
didn't,
landed on my butt.
huh?
You
You
know?
didn't hurt the sidewalk, did you?
I cracked it. Yeah. Now
Did
that
you like my dramatic pause before I said that? I thought that was, yeah.
I love that. That was awesome.
All right.
But I want to show you something awesome, and I'm glad Keith's dad is here. I think he would appreciate this too because he kind of built one of these.
Mystique wanted me to tell you that she's really glad that Keith's dad is here as well.
All right, cool. Now this is what Autumn sent me. I thought it was pretty awesome. Not quite sure where it came from. What the heck? What do I got to log in for? Are you out of your minds?
What do you mean out of your minds? No, I'm just kidding.
How come I can share yours with no problem, but I can't share this one?
Very good question. Because this one is a link that takes you to Facebook.
I'm sending this to you so I can share it. There. Let's see. Maybe I can do it that way. No, it takes me to Facebook. Son of a gun. All right. Why don't you keep the audience busy while I do this?
All right. So for my next trick, I will read the chat room. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Keith's dad is also glad that Keith's dad is here. Did you know that?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We'll talk amongst yourselves.
Yes. I will do that. Well, you know, we still have looks like we still have System Failure hanging out. Armor Up, Keith's dad. We're all chatting it up in the chat. Lorraine Lamore. It's not like they're getting crazy, chat crazy or anything, but they're keeping it moving.
Well, I'm glad, man. I am glad. Because that's one thing you got to have. You know what? I'm just going to share my screen.
All right.
Gosh darn it. Ignoring it. Can I blow this up somehow?
I don't know.
Well, can you visit Facebook and then send this to me, or does it not work that way?
I can't do Facebook, so I'm helpless for Facebook.
Well, gosh darn it. You know what? I'm copying the image.
Yeah, or just screen share it, or I mean, like, you probably don't know how to do print screen, do you?
No, I got print the screen, dude. Hold on.
Where it makes like a copy of whatever's on your screen.
I'm just copying the photo.
Oh, well, that works too.
All right, so let's see here. I don't want to have to sign. That's the Facebook that I left. I left it for a reason.
Yes.
I'm not going to sign back into it. Forget that nonsense.
Yes. Or no.
Huh?
Hell no, we won't go. Hell no, we won't go. Mark Zuckerberg, to hell with you.
That's right.
Yeah.
You tell him. But this does have to do with wintertime, with the code, and since we're talking about snow and all that good stuff, you know, I figured, why not share this?
Why not? Let's do it. Here we go. Drum roll, please.
Well, no, it's not that easy.
Oh, dang. All right.
But did I tell you the other day when I burnt my tongue?
Well, what do you mean the other day you burnt your tongue?
Well, I mean, the other day I burnt my tongue, don't you know?
Well, how so? Please explain.
Oh, shoot, I got to explain it?
Well, I want to know the details. I mean, was it coffee, tea?
Well,
were you like getting your lighter hot and then tapping it to your tongue to see if it hurt? How did you burn your tongue, my friend?
Oh, well, I made myself some soup the other day.
Okay.
And what I didn't realize is that when you are first taking a bite of freshly hot soup that comes straight off of the stove.
Oh, yeah. You know that thing that you just cooked it on?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. You have to actually sort of blow on your food before you put it in your mouth.
Huh, interesting concept.
Yeah.
Especially if it's like steaming up. It's still boiling in the pot when you pour it into your bowl.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, folks, I don't know what happened in that picture. I guess I'm not sharing it.
Well, that sucks.
I know. I had it. Well, here, let me just share my screen, but it's going to be small. People won't hardly see it. Plus, they'll
Well,
see.
at least we'll know what it is that you're sharing.
Yeah, that's true. Plus, I'm trying to cover up real names and all that, you know?
I see. Well, I mean, why can't you just save image?
I don't know. I tried to do that and it seemed like it didn't work. Save image as. Oh, here we go. That's why. All right. Snow. Okay. So I want Keith's dad to see this because there's a good reason for it. Once he sees it, he'll be like, what the hell? Because it's sort of something that he worked on in his Minecraft game. So here we go. Let me get it in my pictures now that I've saved it in pictures. You guys go ahead and talk amongst yourselves. Tell them about the new find a new Sagi contest or something.
You're so funny. No, but for real, I do have something else I want to bring up.
All right, go ahead.
So apparently, the New York Times the other day strongly suggested that our new president needs to appoint a reality czar.
Oh, you're gonna bring that up now?
Well, yeah, I'm bringing it up right now.
Oh heck! All right.
Have you heard? Have you heard of this reality czar thing? It's something I've been wanting to bring up on a couple of other times when we've been live, and I've just forgotten.
Well, we'll have to save it. We'll have to save it for a little bit later because I have this to share.
Well, yeah. I mean, we can save for when we get like super in depth on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But have you heard of this thing?
Well, let me go ahead and share this real quick.
Okay.
This is what I wanted to show everyone. I wanted to show good old. Apparently, someone in England thought it would be cool to build a Castle Grayskull out of their snow.
Out of snow. What?
Yeah.
What do you snow?
So check that out. Keith's dad, there you go, buddy. This is your challenge right now. If you have if you have snow on your Minecraft game, see if you can build a Castle Grayskull out of snow on Minecraft instead of building it underwater. What do you think about that?
Yeah, well, maybe you could use ice cubes. Get it? Ice cubes.
Yeah, ice cubes.
Yeah.
But you're talking about, see, there you go. We're all talking about the code. So here's what people can do when the code does sweep the nation.
Yes.
I challenge people, if you guys have snow in your backyard or whatever, even if it's in your front yard, build a miniature Castle Grayskull. It doesn't have to be this big, although if you can build it this big, it'd be kind of cool. And then take a picture of it and send it to my email, and I'll feature it on one of our Shifty Sundays.
Well, I think that's a brilliant idea, my friend.
And I'll tell you what, whoever has the best snow, whatever, it doesn't have to be Castle Grayskull. It could be a snow anything, snowman, snow castle, snow cat, snow dog, whatever.
It just has to have snow in it, right?
Well, it has to be like a statue, yeah.
And have snow in it.
Right.
Yeah.
Whoever has the best one, me, Sagi, and Armor Up will judge it. And whoever has the best one will receive a free Shifty Sunday sweatshirt.
Oh, okay. Well, that sounds exciting enough.
What do you guys think about that contest?
Well, what if you happen to live where there is no snow? What is the other way you can enter the contest?
Sand.
Okay. There you go. Or mud.
Yeah, or mud. But this is more of people that have snow in their area.
Yes. But it's ideally for those with snow. But, snow is preferred. So let me make sure I got this straight, okay? I want to make sure I'm, because there's a lot of technicalities going on here.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So first of all, you want people to quit throwing their socks at their ceiling fans and zipping around with hitting people.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
put on their boots and their snow gear and get some shovels and some buckets. And
Yeah.
now that their socks have dried out on the ceiling fan, they can wear their socks, go outside and play in the snow. I get it.
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely.
All right.
Hold on. Let me put up my email account here. Yeah. Someone had a suggestion what they should put in the category. Yeah. Put Castle Grayskull contest in the category when you send the email and the what do you call that? The subject line?
Yes, the subject line.
Yeah. Put that in the subject line and just, that'd be cool. I just think it'd be something cool for people to do, don't you?
Well, yeah, I can't wait to see the photo, the snow photo.
Mm-hmm. And don't be getting shit off the internet and claiming it is yours. All right, you know what I'm saying? Like
We're not talking to you, Lothar 900, but we are talking to you, Lothar.
Let's see what's Michael Fontaine saying here. Well, ate deep fried some food in a pan. Okay. He's talking about the deep what? Hold on. The pan. Oh, he's talking about those pans. Like I think Keith's dad makes those cast iron pans, right?
Yes, the pans.
Yeah.
The cast iron pans, my mans.
Yeah, I can't wait to see some of Keith's dad's cast iron pans when he comes back on the program sometime.
I know, right? You can use those cast iron pans to make snacks and flapjacks and Big Macs, and it can have lots of heart attacks from it.
Yeah. I was talking about that the other day on my show. Like, I don't know if you've seen any of the show.
No, I saw the title though, my friend.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it was your idea.
Well, yeah, I did kind of help you come up with it. Yes,
yeah, you helped me come up with it because I was going to call it snacks, heart attacks, and butt cracks. But you discouraged.
he said, but
it's a cracks. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. You're getting way better at your hey, Feisty Kitten just joined the chat. Well, hello there, Feisty Kitten. It's good to see you. I'm glad you were here. They're here just in time, are they not? I'm sitting there talking about butt cracks. But you know what?
That sounds like a trick question. Go ahead.
But you know what? I'm glad you discouraged me for titling it that because I think that would have turned people off to the show.
Well, it would have pulled in the wrong type of audience, my friend.
You think so?
Yeah, you don't necessarily want people, you don't want people engaging your chat room who came looking for butt cracks. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Yeah.
So Bone Breaking Action is in here, by the way. He's the one that suggested putting Castle Grayskull contest in the subject line.
I see.
But yeah, I was going to put on the title card a picture of a plumber. I thought that would be clever.
Yes, but the plumber would have to have some crack.
That would be Honest Hunter Hayden's favorite picture, probably. So.
Well, I would assume that you got it off his laptop. Duh.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Oh, man, I'll tell you what. So what else do we have to talk about here, kind sir?
Oh, we have all kinds of stuff. Basically, go back into your messenger, scroll up and down, and
you were talking about
any one of them.
You were talking about the reality czar, right?
Yes, the reality czar. So have you heard of this reality czar guy?
I have not, but for some reason, I picture like a guy with a turban on his head, and they have him inside of a machine, and they're putting quarters, and he rubs the crystal ball, and then whatever comes out of the crystal ball is your reality. Like, this is your reality, deal with it. You know?
Right. That
Yeah.
would be the reality czar that you're used to. Yes.
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 Please stick to the reality czars that you're used to.
And don't
Yeah.
go chasing political candidates.
Yeah. There you go, man. Oh, that's funny, feisty kitten. That's funny.
Well,
They sent like a butt crack. Like you know how people used to do the squigglies and the things before there was emojis?
yes.
Yeah. That's one of those deals.
I used to try to do pictures like that, and then when I actually hit send and saw like the finished thing, and all the lines went like 7 steps to the right from the line before it.
Oh man.
It was totally off. Like
Yeah.
it just looked like a big train wreck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to do boobs a lot, just like put boobs on there,
Right.
which is
I mean,
basically which is basically the parentheses and then a dot.
right.
Yeah.
They say you could be the next Picasso if you can draw the perfect breast on an Etch-a-Sketch. Just saying.
Oh man, I'm telling you. Remember when we used to do the calculator thing where it was like, what was it, like 300 or 500 or something, and it said boobs?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
or hell if you turned it upside down, 7734.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stuff like that. Man, the stuff we used to do is juvies.
Yes, I know, right?
Yeah, you know that like that song, we were reckless. Oh man. Okay, but getting back to the reality czar, we squirreled there for a second, but let's get back to
Yes. Let me adjust my tie
feisty
here.
kitten. Feisty kitten. I'm not turning my laptop upside down to read that. By the way, I'm just saying.
But we all know that he really is. So tell us when you're finished, Ebro.
Very funny, Saji. No, I'm really not. I'm really not.
Okay. Right.
I might do it with my phone later, but
okay.
Yeah. But okay, yes, the realities are.
The realities are
Just saying that makes you feel like, you know, it's like it sounds crazy.
It does, doesn't it?
Batshit crazy. Like, what president came up with that idea? Like, I'm gonna hire a czar to tell you what your reality is.
Well, first of all, the term czar, okay?
Yeah.
I mean, how much more socialist and Russian can you get?
Right.
I mean, that's about as Marxist as the terminology comes, you know, in that nomenclature library of totalitarianism. Let's create a czar, an all-knowing, all-deciding, and basically, from what I understand, I assume that you're trying to bring the article up.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So from what I mean, I haven't actually read it yet, but from what I understand, the long and the short of it is, when you have things like when you have like that thing like an election, and you have these weird fringe conspiracy theories of
whoops, wrong thing,
of you know, possible fraud and stolen election and this and that and the other and everything else. You know, who do you turn to for what the reality is? Too bad there's not such a thing as a reality czar where I could just go to him for the answer. He'll be able to tell me what the reality is, what's really happening in our world today.
Wait, where is that, by the way?
It's in Messenger.
Okay.
It's the very top one with the sign.
All right.
It looks like it's pointing you in 7 different directions.
Okay, I was looking at the tongue thing. That's why I was. No, that's. Is that the one we did the photos? Was that before that?
It's like a street sign.
Yeah, I know, but hold on. Are you sure that's Messenger?
I'm pretty sure I put it in Messenger, and it looks like a street sign. And it's one of the most. It's the first link I sent you.
Oh, yeah, here it's street sign. Okay. Weird. Hey, Saji.
Mm-hmm.
How Rizar?
I know, right?
How the czar? Yeah, because
It's totally bizarre.
yeah.
Bizarre. No, but for real. So but of course, if the current president appoints a person to be the reality czar, of course the person that is going to, in today's day and age where we have such a polarization of politics, whoever the current administration is, that's who it's going to lean toward, right? I mean, isn't that how it would work?
Oh, I would think so. Whoop.
All right.
I do got one thing to say before we get started on this, though.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so Stonebender and the Mandela effect is real, is here. They just joined us.
Well, hot diggity dog.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Good old Stonebender. He's been here a lot lately, and I appreciate the support.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Here, let me
All right,
take down my email so you can read this article.
All right. 3 steps, experts say, could produce more people to abandon the scourge of hoaxes and lies. How the Biden administration can help solve our reality crisis. And this is, go up just a little bit more.
It's from the New York Times. What do you mean?
I wanted to see the guy that wrote it. His name. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
It is Kevin Ronce on February 2nd, 2021. All right. Last month, millions of Americans watched as President Biden took the oath of office, and the high-minded inaugural address called for a new era of American unity. Okay, we're not going to sit here and just read all the. Let's cut to the chase. All right. Okay, they're melting. Okay, so here they're going to mention QAnon, or we're melting down in QAnon group chats trying to figure out why a former President Donald Trump wasn't interrupting Mr. Biden's speech to declare martial law and announce the mass arrest of satanic pedophiles, or maybe their TVs were tuned into OAN, where an anchor was floating the baseless theory that Mr. Biden wasn't actually, scroll for me, please, wasn't actually elected. Are you there?
Yeah, just give me 1 second here.
All right.
About that. All right, let me go ahead and. How about that?
All right. Yeah, that'll work.
All right.
All right. And that was elected by the people. Hoaxes, lies, and collective delusions aren't new, but the extent to which millions of Americans have embraced them, maybe 30% of Republicans have a favorable view of QAnon, according to recent YouGov poll. All right, so that's a lot right there to digest. Okay, so they're throwing in what's being broadcasted on OAN. They're throwing in the QAnon movement. What else are they including here?
The other thing too. Okay, so the QAnon, OAN, and what was the other one?
OAN promoting the election hoax.
Right.
Okay, and then And then you got the basis theory that COVID-19 was manufactured in a Chinese lab. Okay, so I mean, then the list goes on and on and on. But you know what? The way they say this, as if all of this is like totally baseless and so far fetched, because they have stuff that is far fetched that they can mix in with it, like the
Right.
QAnon thing. That is a far fetched, wild, psyop, bull crap. Okay,
Mhm.
but then you mix it in with the other stuff that isn't so far fetched, it makes it all sound far fetched. You see how they do that, right?
Yeah, but getting back to the COVID-19 real quick, I
Uh huh.
mentioned this on Shifty Sunday, and I was just basing it off of a theory I had.
Uh huh.
And the funny thing was, you came back to me the following Monday, and you said something weird to me. It kind of blew my mind that you actually, out of the blue, got this thing where this lady said that very morning. It was the morning after Shifty Sunday.
Well, I was listening to my Freedom
Yeah,
Radio channel, and
yeah,
it was an interview they were doing with Dr. Judy Mikovits.
yeah.
And it was her saying the exact same thing that you were trying to explain about how COVID-19 is basically a remanipulated SARS-2 coronavirus. It's basically if you took SARS-2 back to the lab and played with it some more, you would have COVID-19.
I
Otherwise, it would
thought,
take like 800
Mhm.
years worth of development in nature for it to process into what it is now.
Well, the reason why I say it blew my mind away is it was synchronicity.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
Now, how many times have you turned on that radio station that you would ever figured that what I said the
Well,
night
why don't you play
before?
the clip? Can you play the clip?
Well, sure. Let me get off. I have to get off of here though.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure what I sent it to you under.
I have to get. I'll keep the article there, but you just lost your article.
Oh, that's okay. No worries.
Hold on one second,
We can't get it back.
because it's just a voice clip.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Where did you send it to?
I'm pretty sure I sent it to you in Messenger. That's what I was trying to get at.
Oh, okay. Okay, see, I have to go back to Messenger. Okay, a voice clip. You sure it wasn't my phone?
It could have just been directly to your phone, but I'm pretty sure it was Messenger.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it.
All right.
Oh wait, yeah, right here. Let me go ahead and
Yep.
play it since it's just the sound. I'll just play it.
All right.
I wouldn't use the word created, but you can't say naturally occurring if it was by way of the laboratory. So it's very clear this virus was manipulated. This family of viruses was manipulated and studied in a laboratory where the animals were taken into the laboratory. And this is what was released, whether deliberate or not. That cannot be naturally occurring. Somebody didn't go to a market, get a bat. The virus didn't jump directly to humans. That's not how it works. That's accelerated viral evolution. If it was a natural occurrence, it would take it up to 800 years to occur. This occurred from SARS-1 within a decade. That's not naturally occurring.
And do you have any ideas of where this occurred?
Oh, yeah. I'm sure it occurred between the North Carolina laboratories, Fort Detrick, the U.S. Army Research Institute of Infectious Disease, and the Wuhan laboratory.
$3.7 million.
Now, how weird is that I happened to say that the night before, and then you turn on your radio, and this just came on out of the blue.
Right.
Like,
And had it been anybody else besides her saying it, I mean, she's about the most credible person out there. She was on the she was working on and when all this stuff was really going down, and she's she worked with Fauci back in day one, so and she has, and she's been, if you don't know her story, you guys need to go look it up because I'm not going to sit here and tell her whole story. But
Right. Do you have
Dr. Judy Mikovits, she's a very, very, very strong, her opinion does matter. Let's just put it that way.
Malkovich?
Mikovits.
Oh, Mikovich?
Yeah, Mikovits, Vitz.
Vix. Michael
Yeah.
Vix. Like the football player Vix?
Miko, like Mikovitz.
Yeah, but if you say it really fast, it sounds like you're saying Michael Vix.
Yeah, because that's where they're going to be. That's
Like
where you,
Like the guy that got caught in the dog fighting ring a few years back.
I don't have a dog in that fight.
Yeah. But that's
Next week though. I have a dog in that fight, but not
okay.
Michael Vitz. No, I don't have one.
But no, it's like it is interesting because it's like I just said it, and then all of a sudden you heard it on the radio.
Yeah, it is. That is a weird synchronicity, isn't it? I mean, and she says it plain as day. I mean, so I was like, well, I rewinded it, got out my little handy dandy voice recorder, and then sent that to you right away.
Yeah, because I was sitting there, man. I'm sitting there thinking about SARS. I'm like, it's very convenient how it just everyone was so scared of it, and everyone was saying that this was going to be the pandemic of the century.
Mm-hmm.
And then several months went by and we never really heard anything about it. And it's like it just got swept underneath the rug, and there was no vaccine. There was no social distancing. There was no closing down businesses. It just went away on its own, basically.
But it didn't get swept underneath the rug. It got put it got like tucked back away like a bug.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
in a little viral container in a laboratory.
Yeah. But I don't know. I found that interesting. If you guys want more information, I'm sure Saji, do you have a link or anything?
Well, no, not really. I mean, it was something I would have to look up because I just used my voice recorder. So I was listening to it live on the radio. I mean,
never mind.
Well, you know what I will do? I will give you the links after the show, and you can put them in the channel description.
Okay, yeah.
Or in the video description.
Yeah, we'll put them in the video description after the show. There you go. That's a good idea, sir.
All right.
Okay, moving on. I guess you want to get back to that article?
If you want to, yeah. I mean, do you want to hear more about our possible realities are?
Yeah, the realities are.
Now, so here's what I was thinking.
Okay.
Here's the deal. I mean, here's the thing.
You said deal.
I meant to say thing. Here's the thing, my friend.
Wait a minute. What do you mean? Here's the thing.
I had an idea.
You know the thing.
Yes, I do know the thing.
Yeah.
What if they do go ahead and point this so-called realities are, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I could write him a letter.
Write him a letter, okay.
Yeah. And we could ask him, please explain exactly what happened on 9/11.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. We could ask him, please explain what the heck is going on in Antarctica.
Mm-hmm.
Please explain to us, for crying out loud, once and for all, what freaking shape the Earth is.
Oh, man. You're putting that all on one reality czar, my friend.
Maybe he could explain what causes the Mandela effect.
Yes.
Is it CERN? Is it multiverse? Is it the devil? I want to know these things. and we have a reality czar who can give us all of the answers, my friend.
Yeah.
How
Yep.
exciting. I mean, talking about the exciting, wave of the future. Forget Zoltar, you put in some money and he spits out a ticket. This guy is real live, living, breathing person you can email and stuff.
Well, comrade
Yeah.
Reggie, I got to tell you,
All right.
there's some other crazy shit going down in Joe Biden's world.
Like, for what do you mean? There's some other crazy stuff going down in Joe
Well,
Biden.
besides the obvious, I mean, come on, besides the obvious, the Super Bowl, which occurred on Sunday, as everybody knows, I talked about the Super Bowl on last night's show that I did on Snacks, Cracks, and Jacks, or whatever I called it.
Something about butt cracks.
Yeah, heart attacks. But here's the thing.
You know the thing.
Is that so in the Super Bowl, Sleepy Joe had a message for the world, and or at least for all that was watching the Super Bowl anyway. And his message was quite clear to the masses, and the masses responded in the only way they should have responded. And I want to play that clip for you because I think it's a very, very good response and a very natural response. So,
okay, yeah, let's roll that beautiful bee footage.
well, while I get this footage ready, why don't you see what the chat's up to?
Okay, I guess I can do that. Let's see here. The Thing. Stonebender saw The Thing for the first time. He was quite pleased.
Oh, okay.
He brought him to tears, my friend.
Well, that's Tim Cass.
Tear jerk emoji.
Let's see here. The heck?
What do you mean the heck?
Oh, I gotta look it up again.
Way to be prepared for the show, my friend.
I know, right?
Let's see here. We got Armor Up. This is his favorite part of the show. He wanted to remind us.
All right.
And Jennifer Richardson popped in to say hi.
Oh, cool. Well, hi, Jennifer Richardson.
Yes. It's always nice when she arrives.
The heck was that noise?
Me.
All right, here it is. I'm not sure. Let's see. Let me click it and see if this is the one.
It was meant to be a moment to honor those who fell.
Ah, no, not that one.
That's not the one, my friend.
No, I mean, it kind of is, but it kind of isn't. Huh. Gee whiz.
Good grief.
I had this earlier. Let's see here.
Are you lost in a tirade of TikTok videos, my friend?
How do you spell booed?
What?
BOO.
I know how to spell food, and I know how to spell boob, but I don't know how to spell. But booed or doob or whatever the heck it is you're saying.
Booed, like you boo someone, but that guy was
booed. You got booed. BOO''D, I guess. I don't know.
Oh. Okay. Well, here, I think this is it here. Hold on. Oh, yeah, here it is.
Who are these guys? It's my theme music. Every good hero should have some.
You know we can't see it, right?
Oh, I know.
Okay, just making sure. Okay,
now this comes from some guy's channel. I don't know the name of his channel.
As they thanked essential workers and ask for.
Okay, so anybody that watched the Super Bowl probably already knows what happened, and I'm sure half of our audience already has watched the Super Bowl. But this is
I
so
think
funny.
anybody who plans on watching it has already watched it, so I don't think we need to spoil alert anything.
No, I don't think so either. But
Right.
I just thought that this was so funny. I just had to share it, man. I have to share it. It's for the show. It's for the purposes of entertainment purposes only.
Okay, or educational maybe.
Yeah, I'm not seeing where I had it though.
Way to hype it up and then not have it there.
I know, right? What in the world?
Oh, you got to try this new thing that I just made. It is so amazing. It's just totally going to blow your mind. Too bad I don't have any of it with me.
Oh man, I'm sharing the wrong thing. I'm sharing your personal information. Let me get
Well,
that
quit
out
doing
there.
that. Yeah, quit doing that.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Oh well, now I'm totally exposed. Thank you.
Yeah, your flank is exposed. Your front is exposed. Your back is exposed. You're in one of those hospital nightgowns with the back sticking out and no underwear.
And I was just trying to get to my jeans so that I could sneak downstairs and have a cigarette.
I know. Oh man, I'm sorry about that, dude. Kind of. Oh, that was a good one.
Well, why when you laugh like that do you sound like you're a king drunk with power?
With big old turkey leg. I don't know. It's just my laugh. It's my natural, normal laugh.
Okay, I was just checking. All right, so are we finally past my favorite part of the show?
Yes, sir.
All right.
This guy's channel's not showing up. I don't know what the name of this dude's channel is. Coxinator Productions? I don't know.
How unoriginal, but yeah, go ahead.
Look at that crooked ass smile, by the way, that Biden's got there. He's always got that like shit it and grin on him.
Silence. Let's see how that went over.
Superbowl 55. And now a special message from the President and First Lady of the United States. Super Bowl Sunday.
Super Bowl Sunday.
Super Bowl Sunday.
With that sideways smile, that evil grin.
Before we go, we wanted to thank all the frontline healthcare heroes, both at the game and watching across the country. You put yourself at risk to keep the rest of us safe.
Look at that pinstripe suit. I mean, it just looks terrible. And her voice is so annoying. That Delaware, southeastern Pennsylvania voice. Oh.
Uh-oh.
You and your families carried us through this year with courage, compassion, and kindness. We couldn't have made it without you.
No.
With all our hearts, thank you.
As we thank you and all of our center workers, let's remember we all can do our part to save lives.
That's right.
Wear masks, stay socially distanced, get tested, get vaccinated when it's your turn. And most of all, let's remember all those who we've lost. So please join us, Kansas City Chiefs, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the National Football League in a moment of silence for more than 440,000 Americans who lost their life in this pandemic and for their loved ones who left behind.
Move this man!
I'd rather get this without this guy talking over it.
I'm sure that the PR team for Biden.
I don't know. What do you think?
All right, so basically when he tried to do his message, people in the audience, some people, he was trying to do a moment of silence, but instead of a moment of silence, some people started booing, a significant portion thereof. And then when that started, then the other people that were pro Biden started cheering, which in a sense even further ruined the moment of silence.
Yeah.
So it basically, in the current state of this country is it's impossible for the president of the United States during the Super Bowl to come on and have a moment of silence for unity because it ain't happening.
Watching across the country.
I think here's a better one. This comes from a guy's trending sports news.
Okay, yeah, let's see how it goes.
Maybe he won't talk over it.
You put yourself at risk to keep the rest of us safe. You and your families carried us through this year with courage, compassion, and kindness. We couldn't have made it without you. With all our hearts, thank you.
And as we thank you and all of our essential workers, let's remember we all can do our part to save lives. Wear masks, stay socially distanced, get tested, get vaccinated when it's your turn. And most of all, let's remember all those who we've lost.
Get vaccinated when it's your turn. Listen to him.
I know, right? He almost sounds like a robot when he says it too. Get tested, get vaccinated. Make sure you get your vaccination when it's your turn.
Right?
So please join us, Kansas City Chiefs, Tampa Bay Buccaneers,
This
and
is
National
funny.
Football League in a moment of silence for the more than 440,000 Americans who lost their lives to this pandemic and for their loved ones who are left behind.
Thank you.
That guy cuts him off.
Thank you for watching on CBS.
But I didn't really hear, like, I was expecting to hear just like a ton of boos.
Well, you
coming
could,
from
you could hear it,
Yeah.
but it was the way that the volume was. It wasn't like, but it wasn't. It definitely wasn't silence. That's for sure. What didn't happen?
No, it definitely was not silent. They weren't having it, man. They weren't having none of this. Take your vaccinations. Yes, line up, sheep. Line up, sheep, and take your vaccinations.
Yeah, he couldn't have been more dry. I mean, the whole thing just sounded like it was a squinty eye teleprompter reading, and no sincerity at all. No
This one-
passion, no patriotism, none of that stuff existed in that.
But it says, I mean, you see all these titles saying booed, like as if it was like overwhelming amount of boos. You know what I mean? Like I didn't really hear that.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. It wasn't that pronounced.
Here's a better. This has got a better audio clip, I do believe. There we go. Oh man, that's so good.
That one you can hear it pretty loud.
Yeah. Oh, this clip here is kind of funny. You want to watch it?
Could I say no and that would actually happen?
No.
Okay, well then never mind.
Now this old guy obviously is supposed to be Joe Biden. Here we go. I didn't want to play very much of it because
I mean, what makes you think that's Joe Biden?
Well, I don't know. Just
just because he's like an old white guy with white hair, sniffing people.
Yeah. That's it. Oh wow, we got 31 comments here. Let's see what people are saying. Let's see here. Tomorrow will be 21 years we lost Jim Varney. Oh wow, yeah. You know what? It's funny you should say that, Michael Fontaine. There's a dude on help me out here, Saji. On TikTok. Right, TikTok. Thank you.
You're welcome.
on TikTok that actually looks exactly like Jim Varney and does really good impressions of him. I mean, if you didn't know any better, you would probably think it was his son.
Hey, I'm gonna mute up for like 1 minute and 22 seconds. I'll be right back.
Gosh. Okay. I'll have to talk amongst myself. So they had no crowd that was loud for 25K people, says Keith's dad. Stonebender says, seems like just yesterday. What about Jim Varney? Oh, okay. That's what you meant. Let's see. Stadium holds 65K people. Fisty Kitten says the cringe. Don't worry, if you couldn't get a seat, you could always donate $100 a picture. Yeah, I think that's what a lot of people are doing. Like a lot of like Conan O'Brien and a lot of those people are having people like donate, like pay tickets, like they pay their tickets and they get their picture and they send in their picture and oh, come on, Lorraine. He looks like a freaking gangster there. He's got that pinstripe suit. He looks like an old-time gangster. You know, just the kind of gangster that would rob someone of a position of power or maybe steal something from them. Just saying. Just saying. I'm just saying. But anyway. It's not the fact that they're booing people that have died. They're booing Biden. They're booing him for telling us how to live our lives, first of all, and second of all, for taking away all of our jobs and for jacking up gas prices to like $5 a gallon and jacking up all the other prices for so many gallons. Anyway, I'm not going to argue with Lorraine all night. What do you think about that, Sadgie? Should I argue with her?
No, you should not, because that we have many more things on the show we need to get to, my friend.
All right. Let me just call a truce and I'll reach out and I'll shake Lorraine's hand if she'll take it. You know, or maybe she won't take it because she's afraid she's going to get COVID. Here, how about I just give you an elbow, Lorraine? Here you go.
Fist bump. Fist bump.
Oh, fist bump. I'd rather give her an elbow.
Okay, an elbow.
Yeah. Not necessarily.
She'll be like, yeah, here's your fist bump, buddy.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Whoops, my fist slipped. I'm saying her, not me.
I bet you she can throw some mean elbows too, though. Just saying.
Oh man, yeah. I don't want to be anywhere near that woman while she's mad. Trust me. So, hey, speaking of mad and getting angry and stuff,
what do you mean, mad, getting angry and stuff?
I watched a good long segment of the Incredible Hulk. Remember the Incredible Hulk show, the TV show?
Yeah, the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah,
you won't like me when I'm angry, guy.
Oh yeah, I watched a couple of shows. I have them on DVD, so there was nothing good on TV, and there was nothing good on YouTube, and I've seen all the movies that are on Pluto TV. So I was like, let me just pop in a good old movie here, and I popped in a few episodes of Incredible Hulk, and then I felt better. You know, I felt like just more incredibly strong.
Huh. Now, do you think that the Incredible Hulk series would be good for people going through anger management training?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, man. They watch that thing, and then they know that there's the possibility that anytime they turn angry, they could turn that giant, enormous beast and just tear shit up. And that'll keep them. They'll be like, oh, my God, I don't want to turn into that green, hideous thing every time I get angry. So it'll keep them from getting angry. And plus, they'll get to live out their anger tantrums through the television show. So it's a
vicariously through the show. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah. But I just wanted to make sure it wasn't promoting their illicit behavior, you know?
Oh, no. It's actually good for you. I think it's, on a serious note, though, I think there's a lot of like back in the 90s and stuff like that, there was a lot of parents suing television companies and people who created stuff like Beavis and Butthead because kids were playing with matches and they were burning down houses and they were getting in violent fights, not just TV shows or cartoons, but video games as well. They were blaming video games for kids doing violence and stuff.
And gangster rap. They were blaming gangster rap too.
Yes.
Yes.
And I think
Two Live Crew was NWA, all those guys. I'm telling you.
But I think the point I'm trying to get at though is like all of this stuff, like the burning down the houses and stuff like that, that was going on. Kids were playing with matches way before that. Like they were playing with matches in the beginning of the invention of the match. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah, I mean Beavis and Butthead like dedicated a whole episode to just fire, 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 and making and making stuff burn. Two Live Crew wrote a song called "Hey, We Want Some," and Beavis and Butthead's over there like fire, fire. I'm telling you, man, it was crazy.
But I think, you know, with that being said, I don't think we should blame television or music or video games for our kids being violent. I think that should be blamed on just parenting. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure it has nothing to do with, you know, the fact that, you know, they make Western movies where people are doing shootouts and robbing banks and hijacking trains, you know, and Terminator movies where robots are coming back, you know, from the future and blowing people's brains out. But, you know, I'm sure that has nothing to do with it. It's got to just be the gangster rap, you know, and Beavis and Butthead. They must be 100% responsible.
Right. Yeah, no.
and then you have the whole thing of it's basically the product of the environment or the environment of the product, right? Is it the art that's causing the behavior, or is the art basically a statement that this is what I see in my neighborhood every day? Right.
Yeah. That's another thing. It's like, okay, so I was on TikTok the other day and someone was talking, not TikTok, YouTube. I watch TikTok too much, but I was watching YouTube the other day and they were talking about this very particular topic. And I saw that in the comments section, the comments were saying, yeah, it's like, you know, what is a 4-year-old? Why is a mother allowing her 4-year-old to watch Beavis and Butthead? Because that's what it was. It was a 4-year-old that did that. He caught his house on fire because he was playing with matches, and like that show is not made for 4-year-olds. It says so in the show, and it said so before that even happened.
Well, let me interject though. Let me real quick,
go ahead. Yes.
As a person who knows what Beavis and Butthead is, okay, right. I'm a young, responsible and adult with a young child who's 4. And I put my child in front of a TV playing such said show that encourages things like fire. I should as a reason the parent, unless the parent's a total idiot, he should know that the show promotes fire.
Right.
I mean, it's kind of like, yeah, it's not the show's fault that you chose as a parent to set a 4-year-old kid in front of a show that promotes fire. The show can't be responsible for bad parenting choices.
Yeah.
But I digress. Go ahead.
No, that's exactly the point I was actually getting at, is like, you know, you do that and the other thing is, one of the other comments I read and I agree with is, we're at that time they were letting the TV raise their children. They would just plop them down in front of the TV and put a sippy cup in their mouth and just let them watch whatever was on. And they weren't exactly monitoring what was going on. And that was part of the whole problem too, is you can't do that and expect good results, you know. I mean,
No.
it's the
Usually
same
when
way.
when your kid is watching nonstop TV sipping Code Red Mountain Dew through a sippy cup, you're not going to get good results, my
Code
friend.
Red, Code Red Mountain Dew. Yeah, I don't know if that's what's going through the sippy cup, but it could be. It could be. I don't know. Now Code Red Mountain Dew has stopped sponsoring us. Thanks, Saggy.
Well, you just got to call it like you see it, my friend.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, Jennifer Richardson, but there's other shows out there besides Barney and Teletubbies and Sesame Street. I mean,
Oh
yeah,
yeah, like there's this thing called like outside.
right.
You learn a lot doing that. Go on a little nature trail. Look at the leaves. Get out a book and identify what wildlife is in your area. You might learn something.
Yeah, someone the other day made a comment on TikTok saying, "How come you guys from generation Gen Z, is it no, not Gen Z, Gen X, look better than us?" I guess he was a millennial. He's like, "You guys are in your late 40s and early 50s, and you look better than we do, and we look like old, wrinkly, old farts, you know." And I left a comment in there, and I go, "That's because we drink hose water, buddy." You know.
Just because we drank it. And we didn't even we didn't even wait for the cold water. We drank it hot right out the hose.
That's right.
No, but no, but for real, I mean, it does seem pretty weird. You know what though? Of all the children's programming, she did name like all the ones I absolutely hate.
Yeah.
And
True.
it's like I have mixed feelings about the ones I like. I mean, because it's going to dement my child if I let him watch SpongeBob and Family Guy and Simpsons.
You know,
Like I
there
don't
was
know.
actually a study done, like, you know how all those studies were done? They were saying that SpongeBob is ruining kids' minds and all that stuff. And our kid actually watched Sesame Street and all that stuff. And it wasn't until she started watching SpongeBob that she started talking and she started developing better, because she had some developmental problems, you know. And so she developed later on, but it wasn't until she started watching SpongeBob, of all things, that you would think, oh, that's just stupid tripe, but for her,
SpongeBob is a
it
very
was,
quick-witted show, though. The humor on that show is snappity snap. You got to keep up.
yeah, I
It's
mean,
yeah. I can see how it would make a person like help with developmental like impairedness because it prompts you to be like lickety split Johnny on the spot. Pay attention, you'll miss it.
yeah, and there you go. And Keith's dad said that Pokemon taught his first son to read, and that's awesome, dude. All of these things that the so-called experts say that's rotting our kids' brains, and the things that they say that's educational, like Sesame Street and Barney and all the stuff that we hate. Yeah, it's actually the other stuff that people consider like stupid tripe or whatever, that's actually teaching our children more than the other
Yeah,
stuff.
not to mention the fact that they're always throwing in some type of um some type of agenda, some type of message, like promoting uh these kind of rights or this kind of thing, like the whole gender weirdness stuff, and putting that kind of stuff in kids' brains when they don't even really need to even be thinking about stuff
Yeah,
like that at that age.
yeah, that's true. And my kid did watch shows like Peppa Pig and Brent State Bears and all that stuff too. So I mean,
Hmm.
but I digress. Speaking of educational stuff,
Hmm.
there was some stuff that we learned as children and growing up that turned out to be not necessarily true later in life. Like they are reversing their decisions on a lot of stuff. And I don't know if it's that they're reversing their decisions or if there's issues with the Mandela effect. You know how the Mandela effect changes body parts and moves one body part to one side and sometimes even changes the location and even the size of that mentioned body part. And
Well, what do you mean the size?
well, I'm talking about internal organs, buddy. You keep your mind out of the gutter there,
Well,
Mister.
I mean, I'm not saying that I remember it being a lot bigger or anything, but it seems like when I was younger, my nose had like a
Uh-huh.
curve to it or something,
Oh, okay.
but now it's like perfectly straight, and I
Mhm.
just remember like a slight bend in it, you
Oh,
know?
okay. You're talking about your nose.
Yeah, my nose, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I got you. No, but I mean,
Well, what do you mean? I see what you're trying to say there.
I'm trying to segue here, you know.
Okay. All right. I apologize. Go ahead.
And even the four senses like sound, sight, taste, and smell. I mean, even those they say is now changing and rearranging. And I think you picked up on a little bit of this the other day. Like this may be an old Mandela effect, and I think I might have seen it somewhere before, but I don't think it was covered as we're going to cover it right now. And it may be new to some of these people out here who aren't even affected with the Mandela effect. Like we're not even, I think you're not even saying like this is a total Mandela effect, are you?
Well, okay. Here's the thing.
Okay. Here's the what?
Here, here's the thing, my friend.
You know the thing.
Okay.
I'm in tune. I'm in tune with Mandela effect, alternate reality. So I stumbled across this article from the Smithsonian, dated I think June. Anyway, I think it's like mid 2017. Like I think it's June 2017. Saying apparently we've had it all wrong. The whole taste buds on the tongue thing. We were totally wrong about, you know how like when you're in high school and you do the taste bud test and how they say certain little sections of your tongue are for sweet and for sour and for bitter. And are you familiar with what I'm talking about? The landscape and how they draw little zones of the tongue
Oh,
in certain
sure.
sections.
I
They
think
taught us this in grade school. Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. Did you learn it? Did you do the little thing where you took a sugar cube or a lemon or whatever and you put it like you put the lemon juice on the cotton swab and touched it to that part of the tongue to see if it was more sour and all that stuff?
I don't think that we did that. I don't think that we did, but I do like like when I was on Hell's Kitchen as a contestant though, uh
Uh-huh.
Gordon Ramsay blindfolded us all and had us do the taste challenge. And I think I got so many wrong that he kicked me off the show. And
Hmm.
they erased all the tapes that I was on and said, "Yeah, we couldn't use your footage, man. You were saying weird taste, to different things, so we couldn't use that footage."
Right.
So
So, so then we had so I've shared it. I'm sorry.
yeah,
So anyway, I shared it in Hangouts, and I've since realized that okay, so it looks like it is something that may have came up in the Mandela community once or twice before. I'm not sure who originally found it, so I don't know who to give credit to for credit's sake. Okay, so I'm sorry whoever first discovered it a long time ago. I would give you credit, but I just stumbled upon it. Okay, so I got to thinking, well, that date is pretty peculiar because that's when all the Mandela stuff started happening. So
hmm
then, here's the diagram. I don't know for people who may or may not remember. But it's saying bitter is on the back of your tongue, sour is on the left and right side, salty is toward the front, and then right there on the tip of your tongue is sweet. Okay. So I don't know if you've ever tried, but it's total. It doesn't work. I mean, you taste sweet all over your tongue. You taste bitter all over your tongue. You taste salty all over your tongue. It's never. I mean, I remember even doing it in grade school or whatever. I never felt like anything. And then, so it goes on to say here that there's a doctor. Okay. Apparently the way they explain it all away is back in 1901, a German scientist named David F. Haenig produced a study on this called Zur psychological bloggity 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 blog. He documented the results of his experiments.
I think this just this.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, years later, during translation, the person apparently mistranslates the sections of the song of those sections as illustrated, instead of being only capable of those particular things, are more receptive to those particular things. So meaning that the tip of your tongue is how you should is where you'll really like enjoy sweet things the most. You know what I mean? So like licking an ice cream cone, for instance. You know. So okay, maybe I don't know, but anyway, long and the short of it is, it never was a thing. We just misread the doctor's thing, and we were wrong all along. Or you subscribe to the theory that that's really the way it used to be, and now it doesn't work, so they had to come up with some crazy explanation as to how they got it wrong in the first place. Which one do you think is the more correct or more likely reality, my friend?
I don't know, man, but I'll tell you this much. Like, when I take a pill, like let's say I take an aspirin or something, which I haven't taken an aspirin in years because I'm on blood pressure medicine, blah, blah, blah. But take an aspirin, and if you let that aspirin dissolve long enough, it's bitter as hell. And you're going to taste that all over your tongue, no matter where you put it on your tongue. You put it on the end, you put it in the middle, you can put it on the other end, and it don't matter, man. You're tasting it all over. You know what I'm saying? So I think that those nerve cells are all over the tongue, even the roof of your mouth, and even inside of the bottom of your tongue, even. I think, because it seems like when I put stuff under my tongue, my taste buds go, whoa, take that, you super jerk. I'm like, hey, man, there's no need for name calling here. You're the one that wanted to taste it from underneath. If you didn't have so many nerve cells, maybe you wouldn't be so bitter. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, that's my whole take on the whole deal.
Okay, yeah, I'm right there with you, my friend. I was trying to glance at chat real quick and see what if they had anything to say about it, but I wasn't able to read faster than you were able to talk. So,
oh, I'm sorry. No, it's fine.
But yeah, it's definitely one of those things where I think this isn't like one of those dropping Mandela effects or anything like that. But you and I had never really officially talked about it. And I thought maybe we should at least have a conversation so we can at least say, hey, we talked about it.
Yeah, we definitely talked about it, but I wanted to show that one thing, though. Okay?
Okay, yeah, let's go ahead. Whatever you want to do there.
I know you had this one thing that kind of goes along with it and kind of looks like a tongue. Wasn't that a different thing, or is that the same thing?
I got two different articles. The one you had earlier was basically gave me the doctor's name and the year and stuff. That's what I was really needing. Okay. And then the other one was just the actual Smithsonian one to show that that's the date that they realized that they had it wrong. Right there at the height of the Mandela effect.
Okay, right there.
Yeah. No, it was the one we were looking at before. No, this is it right here, the Smithsonian. Now look, if you look at the date on the article, scroll down a little bit, right under the picture, I think it is.
Now looky here. Aren't these all taste buds?
Yeah, those are taste buds.
Yeah. Aren't they all over the tongue?
Yeah, and they all taste just the same. There's no
Yeah.
difference from one taste bud to another taste bud. They all work. They're all equal opportunity tasters.
That's what I was thinking, man.
Yeah.
Okay, this was written in May 23rd, 2017.
Yeah, that's why I thought all of a sudden on
Yeah.
May 23rd, 2017, the Smithsonian comes to the unheralded conclusion that, oh my God, the taste buds don't work like we always thought they did.
Hold on 1 second. Let me get my hot cocoa.
Okay. Well, make sure that when you taste it, that you don't burn any of your taste buds.
I think the other day when I tried my soup, I burnt all of my taste buds. So, and the thing is, these taste buds here, as you get older, the stuff that tastes bitter to you now will start tasting good to you.
Yeah, that's true.
And I like this guy's name, Dr. Stephen D. Munger. Yeah, he's a Munger, all right.
Yeah, he is.
But look at that tongue. I mean, it looks almost like it's forked.
I think it looks weird, and I don't like looking at it, so I'm going to stop now.
No, I just want to point out that, like, you have all these, kind of looks like a strawberry, but you have all these different taste buds here all over the tongue. So anytime you put anything on that tongue, I don't care what it is, an orange, an apple, a sour grape, an aspirin,
A dollop of whipped cream.
the end of a Duracell battery, no matter what it is, you're going to taste it, and it's going to
a shard of glass dipped in powdered sugar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Hold on, let me take a sip of my hot cocoa. Hold on, one more. Oh, I burnt my tongue. Anyway, so yeah, that's the long and short of it.
Now, when you burnt your tongue, did you burn it at the number 1, the number 2, the number 3, or the number 4?
I believe I burnt it here at number 4,
Okay.
and then again here, and then somewhere over in here.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
How convenient that we happen to have a diagram handy right when that happened.
I know, right? That's why I wanted to grab the hot cocoa. I wanted to do an experiment right here live on the air on Taco Tuesday.
Yep.
I wonder what happens when you put like a habanero pepper on the number 3.
Well, I'm pretty sure that it's going to be pretty much the same results if you put the habanero pepper on the number 2.
Oh, man. And I'll tell you something about habanero peppers. If you put one on that number 2, then you're going to fill it on the other number 2 at the other end.
Yeah, and the number 3, and the number 4, and the number 5.
Well, never mind. But, the thing is about hot peppers is I notice the more I eat them, the more I get used to them.
Okay.
It's like,
so they're kind of like snakes. They don't always bite you, but when they do,
boy, brother, they do hurt. No, it's kind of like you get used to it like anything else, but what makes me so mad is like I can never find a hot sauce that's hot enough. Like when I go to the store, it'll say like it could be tiger sauce, it could be habanero hot sauce. No matter what I get, it's never hot enough to put on my hot wings. So like if I get something from Domino's or something like that, I'm just like, okay, yeah, they got this hot sauce here. I'm gonna put it all over my hot wings, And,
Well,
and then I do.
here's the thing.
Huh? Why do you always say that when I'm not ready?
Go, you know the thing.
If you want wing sauce worthy of your spiciness of your wings for the level that you're seeking, my friend, you have to go to the wing place.
Ah.
They actually, most of them sell their sauces by the bottle. Now you might pay an extra buck or two, but in the end, it'll be worth it.
Okay. But see, where I'm getting at though is it's kind of like when you drink beer.
Uh-huh.
And you're used to drinking maybe 3 or 4 beers a day, and then that's not enough. Then you got to have 5 or 6 a day.
Yeah.
And then it's like
your threshold for pain keeps going higher and higher and higher.
Yeah. That's the thing. But when I'm off of the hot peppers for a while, it's just like beer. When you're off beer for a while, it takes less to get you a good buzz. And when you're off the hot peppers for a while, it takes less to get you a good heat to eat.
So basically, when your number 2 cools back down from like a high level domestic terrorist threat to like a normal standard domestic terrorist threat,
right? Exactly.
You're ready to start the process all over again.
Absolutely.
Well, that sounds like you got it under control, my friend. So I think you'll be just fine.
I'm gonna have to try Jennifer Richardson's husband's salsa. Apparently,
all right.
She said that his salsa will knock you out. So does that mean I have to eat it before going to bed?
Well, you probably wouldn't want to eat it right before you handled any heavy industrial machinery.
I think so. Yeah. No, I don't want to. Or driving, because if it knocks me out, just saying.
Yeah, when it says on the bottle, don't use before flying, commercial aircraft, you probably should proceed with caution.
Yeah. Well, we got Keith's dad in here. And he says, I thought I had a high tolerance for spicy. Then I visited Texas. Oh, yeah, everything's bigger and hotter in Texas, buddy. I visited Texas. I learned my lesson. Yeah, go ask Dan about how hot things are in Texas. Just go ask him. And when he eats too many hot peppers, his voice don't sound right the next day.
Well, maybe that was what was going on.
I think so. Yeah, that's why he went from coming to you live from deep in the heart of Texas to coming from you live from deep in the heart of Texas. Then that's what it does. Go back and listen to that broadcast. I'm serious. He sounds like his voice went down a couple opticals. I mean, up.
Yeah. I don't know. We're going. There's so many. I have so many lists of conspiracy theories to solve. I'm just going to have to add that to the list, my friend.
Yeah, as Feisty Kitten would say, from Hulk Hogan to Bed Flanders. I meant to say Ned Flanders. Sorry.
That's still funny. Oh, that reminds me. So, how do you feel? Do you have arachnophobia, my friend?
I do.
Do you now? So am I going to have to twist your arm in order to proceed with this next presentation?
Well, you know what I said in the chat when you showed.
Yes, I do know what you said in the chat.
I rebuke this thing in the name of Jesus.
Yes, it is quite scary.
Oh man!
But, we have to face our fears, my friend.
Hell no. If I see that thing in my bathtub, I'd shoot it.
Well, let's explain to the audience that apparently in Australia, when the weather conditions are just right.
Oh man. Are you
not only do you have
to get out of Australia is going to be giant spiders and poisonous snakes, my friend.
Yeah. Not only do you have to worry about pythons and and all kinds of, strange creatures coming out of the dark of the night to ravage you.
If I wanted to scare half my audience off, I'd just play one of my Mandela family videos. We don't have to scare them off with this stuff.
Well, I think they'll enjoy it.
I don't know, man.
Well, let's give it a shot. What do you say?
Well, how about no?
Are you really too scared?
Let me put it this way.
Uh,
I'm going to have my eyes closed during this whole thing.
all right.
Oh, man. Do I have to?
There's an actual video.
Oh, man. Not a video.
Yes, there's a video.
Oh, now we're in video land?
Yes, we are.
Man. God, man. You're gone for 2 weeks and then you come back and you want to torture me?
Well, karma will be right with you.
Oh man,
She's busy. She's busy ordering a drink and getting her nails sharpened.
Is this for me fake firing you like twice? I have a feeling that's what this is about, man. This is payback, isn't it?
It's not that bad, my friend. You'll see.
Okay, all right. Well, if I have to. All right, where's it at?
It's right there with all the rest of them. You can't miss it.
In Messenger or in Hangouts?
Messenger. You told me to send everything to Messenger.
Oh, okay. I have a feeling I'm going to regret this. But I'll do it since it's you. If it was anyone else, then I would be like, hell no.
Hell no, we won't go. Hell no, we won't go. All right. Are you
Oh my God!
I know, right?
Are you even kidding me right now?
Come on now, before you freak out.
It isn't the size of the spiders.
No, not at all.
Oh man, thanks for the nightmare fuel, dude.
All right, come on now, bring it up on the screen.
I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight. I'll be thinking these things are going to be crawling in my mouth. I'm telling you.
All right, well, if you want to call me later, and we'll talk about it.
Okay. Oh boy! All right, people, brace yourself. These aren't huge. I guess it's not that bad since they're just little tiny things. But there you go.
All right. So, weather phenomenon triggers nightmarish spider infestations in Australia homes. So. Yeah.
Sorry.
It's not the pitter patter of feet in the child's bedroom. It's a joyous sound.
I'm going to scroll up till the picture's gone. There we go.
All right. Except perhaps when those feet belong to hundreds of baby huntsman spiders. Yeah.
Oh, man.
A friend of mine in Sydney just walked into her daughter's room and found this. Hobart, Australia resident Peter Rogers tweeted it on January 27th. Rogers' Sydney friend, who asked not to be identified on social media, had sent Rogers photo and a video of her daughter's bedroom. After the teen told her mom, "We got a bunch of spiders up here." So let's watch the video, my friend.
Hold on, man. Let me do a little prayer.
Okay.
No, here.
Some people thought the photo was, doctored or photoshopped or whatever.
I read that.
So let's go ahead and watch the video.
All right, here's the video. Oh,
you might want to turn the volume down just a little because there is a scream that happens.
You go in your daughter's room. She says, "Mommy's got a bunch of spiders up there." It's like, "Oh, that's not too bad. It's just like maybe 50, 60. But then she says, "Look at the other corner. There's more."
Oh my God. Oh no. Oh man.
I think the baby huntsman. I'm not sure.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
She's saying they're so cute.
Yeah.
What?
In my house, you're never ever gonna have Moses again. Are you moving out now? Should we burn the house down? We might have to do that.
All right.
When you go.
I'm getting
You know, spiders freak me out too, man. I ain't gonna lie. Now, I'm not scared to go kill one, but I would be afraid to walk toward that mess.
Oh man, I'm telling you, man, while you're sleeping, they're all going to crawl in your mouth.
And then you can forget about, even going toward that mess.
I think the baby huntsman.
Who?
Because they could all just jump on you at once. How could you stop them?
I know, right? Like
You wouldn't stand a chance.
If you kill one, the rest of them will seek vengeance on you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Woo, boy. Okay. I braved through it, man. I watched it.
You did good, my friend.
I did, man. But now is time for moving on. Now is the time to say goodbye to that shit.
Well, I got one more thing that I brought with me tonight. So whenever you want to do that.
All right, let's do that. But before we feature that one more thing, let me go ahead and give this room another shout out. What do you think?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm going to mute up for just 1 minute. I'll be right back.
All right, 1 minute. Give him just 1 minute. He just needs 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Okay, I'll mention that dude's name last. Okay, we got Keith's dad in here in the room. We got Jennifer Richardson. Thanks, guys, for sticking with us, by the way. Feisty Kitten is here. Let's scroll on up to see who we missed. I think Connie Joe was here earlier. Lorraine Lamore was here, which we played her nice theme song that she graciously let us borrow. Let's see here. Scrolling. Oh, yeah. System Failure was here. There's no doubt about that. Good old System Failure. Stonebender in the house. And I think Armor Up was here earlier. He may still be lurking. I don't know. I thought I saw Armor Up talking. Maybe that was just my imagination. And of course, as always, we had Michael Fontaine.
Michael Fontaine.
You're back just in time to say Michael Fontaine.
I know. What in the Michael Fontaine is going on here?
Yeah, what in the Michael Fontaine is going on here, by the way?
I'm not sure. Well, what do you mean, what in the Michael Fontaine is going on here?
What do you mean? What do I mean? What in the Michael Fontaine is going on here?
Well, what do you mean? What do I mean? What do you mean? What in the heck is whatever? I give up, man.
Oh, yeah. By the way, Jennifer Richardson, I mentioned CJ. I did. But I'll give her one more shout out if you want me to. CJ Wood was here. I said that at the beginning of the shout out, by the way, but you know, that might have fell on deaf's ears. I'm not sure. Not deaf as in the Grim Reaper, but deaf, as in I can't hear nothing. Yeah, where is Go-Kart Bob? That's a good question. We haven't seen Go-Kart Bob here in the long time. So every time I say Go-Kart Bob, you're gonna think, well, I guess I better stop saying Go-Kart Bob then. Good one, man. Good one. Well, hey, I'm gonna Michael Fontaine said he spun out.
Let me circle back to you on that one.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? There was a thing going on. I forget where it was. It might have been the Hodgkin twins mentioned that whole circle back thing. Like there was a joke on that. I think it was on YouTube somewhere.
I heard where somebody mixed the her saying it over the Justin Timberlake, I'm bringing sexy back. And she's saying, let me circle back.
Oh, man. I'd like to see that video. But anyway, I'd like to thank all you participants for coming in here and watching the show with us. And don't forget our contest. For those of you that came in late, we are having a contest. It's build your own snowman or build your own snow castle. I'd rather you guys build your Castle Grayskull castle, but whatever you can do, it's cool. And whoever has the best one will win a free Shifty Sunday. You know what? I'll give them a choice. It could either be a t-shirt or a sweatshirt. I just think this time of year people would prefer, not reefer.
Are you talking about reefer?
Reefer. Yeah, I guess I was thinking about it. But no, seriously, would prefer a sweatshirt because it is cold out. But hey, who am I to judge? You want a t-shirt, you get a t-shirt. Whatever. Don't make no difference to me. But just send those emails to this email address right here at the bottom of your screen. That's tsolomies@hotmail.com. That email address is tsolomies@hotmail.com. And by the way, one other name I forgot to mention is good old Autumn or Ott Solomie. So I forgot to mention that one. How could I forget? Okay, now I'm not going to sing that song. It was 75 degrees here in Houston. Well, if you're in Houston, I guess you can't participate in the contest unless, like you get your freezer and you decide to thaw out your freezer and maybe get some of that snow that's sitting there in your freezer like mine is, and just make you a little snow igloo. Send it in. I don't know.
Well, how about if they live in Houston, they can just videotape them throwing their socks onto their ceiling fan.
Oh, man, that'd be so cool.
All right.
Yeah, I would love to see those sock videos, people. If you got that'd be funny. How funny would that be, Saji?
That would be a sock hitting a ceiling fan funny.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, there you go. Whoever, if you don't live in an area where there's snow, whoever throws their sock the best on the ceiling fan. Like, let's say you're standing, I don't know what, 2 feet away, and like you fling your sock. If it lands perfectly on the fan blade
and then bounces off and hits somebody in the face, you will definitely win. Yeah, for sure.
That would be a winner, definitely. So send in your best. If you're in an area where there's snow and you have snow, send me your best snowman or snow castle picture. Or if you're in an area that doesn't have snow, then throw socks on your ceiling fan. Send me a video of you throwing socks on your on your ceiling fan. Oh, man. No, I'm just kidding. That would be funny, though.
No, we really do want to see that. So please send it.
Yeah. I don't think we should make that a part of the contest, though, Saji.
Well, what do you mean we shouldn't make that part of the contest?
Because that's just silly. That should be like the person.
But if you don't have snow, I mean,
okay, here's the deal. I said earlier it could be sand, right?
Yeah. Well, what if you don't have sand?
Well, that's what Armor says. He said that I said earlier it could be sand.
Yeah. You can use sand or mud.
Yeah, or mud.
I guess. Yeah. Or any other textile product, I guess.
Yeah.
What the heck? Yeah.
Yeah, what the heck? Why not? Play-Doh?
Yeah.
Should we allow Play-Doh?
Silly putty, whatever works for you, I guess.
You know what, though? I think it should have to be white Play-Doh.
Or gray.
Yeah. Gray, yeah.
But white, yeah, so it looks like snow?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Let's make it fair. But I do want to see the sock flinging videos. I tell you what, whoever has the best sock flinging videos wins a coffee mug. What do you think about that?
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Merchandise galore.
A coffee mug. Wait a minute. Arbor says he thinks the socks should also be tossed on branches. Oh man, that'd be funny, Saji. Could you imagine people going out in their yard? What are you doing? I'm entering a contest.
Well, what do you mean you're entering a contest?
Yeah.
You know, for the Hebrew and Saji show.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, that's hilarious, dude. Well, Jennifer Richardson, go out and get you some Play-Doh. I'm sure your kids have Play-Doh. But the sock thing is just hilarious. Oh, he says, no, not the socks. Well, what are you talking about, branches, Armor? I don't get it. How do you sculpt things out of branches? What do you mean sculpt things out of branches? Oh, what's he mean, Saji? Tell me.
I'm not sure. What do you mean sculpt things out of branches?
Oh, he means like what? Use branches to build castle?
Oh, like for the structures, they'll reinforce it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I can see that.
Yeah, now I get it. Thanks, Feisty Kitten, for clarifying that, everybody. It's a bit limited. Well, like I said, just go out and get you some Play-Doh, man. Play-Doh's only what, like 75 cents a can? 75 cents for a $20 shirt? I'd do it.
What kind of Castle Grayskull are you going to make with one can of Play-Doh?
A little tiny one.
A little tiny one.
Yeah.
You know what? if somebody can make a really extravagant Castle Grayskull out of one can of white Play-Doh, they deserve a coffee mug. We could just use the white Play-Doh and convert it into a mug.
There you go. I like that one too. Okay, I got to read the comment above branches. Okay. Or use whatever you got. Sand, rocks, snow. Okay, saw that one. Or branches. Oh. Okay. Gotcha, man. Thanks for clarifying that, Captain. Now, go on that mission that Colonel Trotman sent you on, and they'll be late for it because he's picking you for that mission here in about an hour. You know. That's what he told me. Oh, shit. I wasn't supposed to say anything, Saji. You told me about the mission. I forgot I wasn't supposed to mention it on the air.
Right, yeah. It was classified information, my friend.
Well, I'm going to get shot now. So, no show on Sunday then. Oh, wait, there's no show on Sunday anyway. It's Valentine's Day. Unless you want to do a show by yourself.
I don't know. Let me think about it. I'll get back to you.
Oh, okay. But no, guys. You said you had one last thing, right, Saji?
Well, yeah. One last thing.
One last thing. All right. So let's get. Before we go off the air, I'll mention the deadline. I forgot to mention the deadline, but I'll do that before we go off the air. Okay.
All right. Yes, the deadline.
I got to kind of think about it for a second because this was kind of like on the spot, you know?
Understood.
Yeah.
The deadline.
Yeah. Castle, snowman, dog, kitten, person, whatever.
Yes. But contest, like all others, will eventually have a deadline.
A deadline.
Let's find out next week on Law and Order, CSI. No, wait, Shifty Sunday.
Dun, dun, dun. It won't be next week, though. Yeah, there is no Shifty Sunday next week, but there will be a Shifty Sunday the following
week.
But If all goes well, we should have a Taco Tuesday that week, though.
Yes. All right, so you have to go into Messenger, my friend.
Messenger. All right, let's go into Messenger.
And it's probably the only one you haven't clicked on yet. It's black and white art on it.
Is it diamonds?
Yes.
Ah. Okay. All right. Let me go ahead. Oh. Oh, man. Bitcoin. I love it. Okay, let's talk about Bitcoin. Why
All
not?
right.
We haven't done that in a while.
Guess what? Today, sometime yesterday or today, in the past 24 hours, Elon Musk of Tesla fame and
Let me take that
SpaceX.
down so you can read it
Yes.
all.
Yes. He invested $1.5 billion in Bitcoin.
Billion.
Yeah, $1.5 billion.
Now you gotta say it like Dr. Evil.
Well, yes.
$1.5 billion.
Yes. With a B.
Yeah.
And he's also stated that he will start Tesla will start accepting Bitcoin as a form of payment for their vehicles. So there's that.
Like a James Bond plot.
Yes. Let's find out. This, I haven't really read the details of this, but I thought it would make for an interesting story. We go back up to the top there.
Really?
Let's go back up. Yeah.
Okay.
I want to read the title.
Okay.
I say a German man is keeping 60 million in Bitcoin from police by never revealing his password. Authorities have seized the digital wallet, but not his password to or honor, it says in parentheses. Yeah. So let's go down now.
Good for him. Good for him. Keep that password for those police. Sorry.
No, that's cool.
Sir.
All right, so the man in question was sentenced and has served his time in jail.
I'll be damned.
Covertly installing Bitcoin. I'm sorry. Let me clean my glasses real quick. Give me just 1 second.
Okay, just 1 second. I'll give you just 1 second. Just give him 1 second, guys. Just 1 second. He just needs 1 second. That's all. Just 1 second.
Yep, just 1 second.
Ugh.
They were getting pretty fogged up.
Saji, hold on.
Yeah.
I'll be right back, but you can continue reading the article if you wish.
All right, I'm going to try.
You're going to try? Okay.
Okay. Installing Bitcoin mining software on people's... Oh, wait. The man in question was sentenced and has served his time in jail for covertly installing Bitcoin mining software on people's computers. But throughout the entire process, he never shared a peep about how German authorities should get in. We asked him, but he didn't say. Is the explanation Reuters was offered by a prosecutor. It presents a big and probably obvious question. Can you really see something, particularly money, that you can't access or use? The even more glaring issue is how often password pins and their collective absence pop up in stories about Bitcoin, illegal or otherwise. There was a recent story in the New York Times about a programmer with his own Bitcoin fortune locked away in a secure hard drive that revealed an amazing statistic. Around 20% of Bitcoin in existence today, totaling around 140 billion, are completely lost or locked up in wallets with lost passwords, meaning they're completely inaccessible. I can relate to that. I mean, have you ever forgot your Google password or your YouTube password or your Facebook password, and you didn't have the and
Yeah.
you no longer have the device that had it saved, so
Yep.
you're pretty much screwed.
Oh yeah, several times.
Yeah.
I mean, more than once, man. That's why I say there should be a way that you either going to have to write them all down somehow and then keep that piece of paper around where you know where it's at, and you're not going to throw it away, or you're not going to lose it.
Yeah.
Or there has to be a way that you could save all your passwords in the cloud or something.
Right. Well, I mean, but see, the thing is with this digital wallet, it's the same thing except for your phone is your wallet, and your password on your phone is like your access to it. It's like it's basically like you have an impenetrable wallet.
Well, I'll be damned.
They have the wallet in their hand that
Right.
has access to the money, but they can't get the money out of the wallet unless you tell them the password. Yeah, that's pretty messed up.
Yeah,
Now, I mean, you can serve your time. They can put you in jail. You serve your time, but when you get out, the money's still there waiting on you. There ain't nothing they can do about it.
No, that's crazy, dude. That's the thing about when technology fails, it's like it's never perfect. Like nothing is ever perfect. Like everything's going to fail. I mean, rather that be technology or even just like things that we used to use, like everyday stuff that wasn't necessarily technology. Everything fails sometimes.
Well, imagine losing your digital wallet and it had your whole life savings on it.
That's why it's always good not to have not to rely on so much technology.
Yeah. Or have all your eggs in one basket, so to speak.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, man, that's what that's what it is right there. It's like, don't have all your eggs in one basket. Don't rely on this don't rely on this technology that you have constructed. There's much more to the power of the force.
With great power comes great responsibility, my friend.
Exactly. But you know where I got that line from. But anyway, hey, have you seen there's a lot of Lion King memes going on now. There was a video, I wish I would have captured it. It had this cat, and this other cat was hanging on the edge of a shelf, and the other cat, and they put the voices of the Lion King in there, and it was Mustafa fighting with Scar basically, and one cat was like, oh, help me, and then the other cat but said Scar's line. I forget what Scar's line was. Something like, this is how this is the fall of your kingdom, or something like that. And then the other cat falls all the way to the floor. It's pretty funny. It's funnier to watch than it is for me to explain.
Understood.
Yeah. I just thought it was pretty.
I have seen some of the Lion King memes. I've seen the ones where they're holding up the baby, lion when he's born, and then another person's holding up another one and another thing on another thing, and then there's like 5 things holding up things.
Yeah, that's pretty good stuff. Hey, let me ask you this. Speaking of Lion King, speaking of James Earl Jones, and speaking of Eddie Murphy, did you know that there's going to be Coming to America 2?
Well, yes, I do know there's going to be a Coming to America 2. They've actually been working on it for quite a while. And Coming to America, the original, is definitely one of my favorite movies. I love that movie.
Yeah, I love it. But I got a question.
Yes, go ahead.
It's going to be on Netflix. It's not going to be in movie theaters, which kind of sucks.
Well, originally it was, but COVID changed all that. But go ahead.
That's what I was getting ready to say because of COVID. But but I okay, so Eddie Murphy's playing all those parts again. My question is, how's he going to explain how all those old people are still alive? Like the really old guys are still in it and they're still alive. I understand it's because Eddie Murphy, is still alive, obviously, and he's playing those parts, but it's like, dude, they got to be like 200 years old by now. I mean,
Oh yeah, I see your point.
like I get that Eddie Murphy is them, okay, and I get that he's still alive, and like King what's his face, or I guess he's Prince what's his face, is supposed to be like the same age as Eddie Murphy. But how the
Yeah,
hell?
I'm not really sure how they did all that yet. I haven't seen the details of it.
Oh yeah, no, I saw the previews, and so like all the old dudes that were in the barbershop, they're back now. That's what I was like, for story.
Oh yeah, they're definitely they were geriatric back in the 80s or 90s when the first one came out.
Yeah, back in the 80s. 80s.
It was the 80s. I knew it was way back when.
Yeah, I was like, because it's a spinoff of well, not a spinoff, but remember those two old dudes, like the old bums that he gives all the money to? And that one guy's like, "We're back, Mortimer. We're back."
Oh yeah, from Trading Places.
Yeah, they were from Trading Places, which is funny because Eddie Murphy's a character in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
like so it's kind of like a what do you call it? An in fourth wall, like a fourth wall breaking thing.
Okay, yeah, I'm with you.
But that movie Trading Spaces was back in 80, what, 85, 84, 85, somewhere in there. So like Coming to America followed that shortly. So I think it was like 87 or 88. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I'd have to look it up. I can't remember. It seemed to me like it was early 90s, but it could have been late 80s.
But I still remember, like, me and my, like, every time we see like a hair gel commercial or something like that, we still do that line, like, "Let your soul glow," the the hair gel guy,
Yeah, he wore so much of that stuff it was ridiculous.
yeah. Remember when the whole family was over there and they sat on the couch and then they got up from the couch and all that grease?
Yeah, and the stains were still there. Yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah. I love that movie, man. Now you say you only watch a movie like maybe once or whatever and you're done with it, but that's one of those movies I bet you watch probably more than once.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I would watch it if any time I saw it came on. I would definitely watch it.
Jennifer Richardson said her Mexican husband has totally changed her eating habits. Well, being an Italian husband, I've totally changed my wife's eating habits. So I guess that's a thing. Now, when you grow up in a house a certain way and you eat certain foods your whole life, like, you sort of bring that to another family, and once you marry into that family, and vice versa, by the way. Like, when her mom first made sloppy joes, she put like weird stuff in it, like it was like a soup thing. And they're like, "We're having sloppy joes today." And I'm like, "Oh, cool. That's cool." And then I get there, and you know how you have that, like, you're grateful for having food, but you're also kind of disappointed that it's not quite what you thought it was going to be. Like, you think it's going to be one thing, and then it's totally something else. And you're just like, "Oh, this is not sloppy joes. This is a soup of some sort." Like, it was like a stew or something. That's what she called sloppy joes. I'm like, what we call sloppy joes is like loose meat, like loose ground beef with barbecue sauce on a bun, So it was like that moment where I was like, I'm sure this tastes good.
I don't really think I can talk about what I call a sloppy Joe on the air.
That's something totally entirely different, my friend.
Oh, okay. Well, then never mind.
That's called sloppy seconds.
Oh no, I never heard of that. What's that?
No, I can't mention that on the air.
Oh well, in that case, neither will I.
Oh, okay, good, yeah. But no, man. Okay, it's kind of like if you went over to someone's house and they had pizza, right? They said we're having pizza, and then you get over there and it's just a big old pile of bread with meat and sauce and vegetables on it, and no cheese. You know what I mean? Like, wouldn't that be kind of disappointing? I mean, you'd be glad to get the food, and it's probably you're like, yeah, you're a pretty good cook and everything, but this is not what we call pizza. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I totally know what you mean. Exactly. Like they say, come on over, we're gonna make tacos, and you're like, all right. And then you show up and they made like taco hamburger helper. So,
Yeah, it's weird, but you get that from different cultures, and stuff. Jennifer Richardson says manwich. Yeah, sloppy joes, what we call sloppy joes, is a lot like manwiches. But is it? I don't know. But it's totally like different cultural views of stuff, man. It's like first time I ever heard of chicken fried steak, I thought it was actually chicken fried steak. Like it was chicken and steak together, I thought that's what it was. So I wasn't having none of it. And then later I found out that it's actually just chicken or just steak that is fried in like chicken batter. Like
imagine imagine how I felt when I found out chickens didn't have fingers.
Yeah, I know, man. Right? Like, where is this meat coming from? Tell me now. Never mind. I don't want to know. I'm going to eat it anyway. Same thing with hot dogs. But hey, I think we have nothing else to talk about, don't you?
I think that we've had one heck of a show, my friend.
Oh, it's been better than that. I would say we've had one damn good show. How'd you like that one? That was good.
See, I gave you room to even take it further, and you ran with it. Good job.
Thank you, sir. By the way, I thought of a deadline. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking like we should, to enter the contest, you have until maybe like March 1st. But then like the end of the contest should be May 1st. What do you think? You think we should give them that long?
What's the date today?
It is the 9th of February.
Let's just give them to the 9th of March.
You mean to send in their shit or the end of the contest?
To have everything to send in their entries.
Okay. So yeah, all right, we'll do that. And then we'll announce the winner like a month after. What do you think?
Yeah, within 30 days after that, we'll announce the winners.
All right, cool. So yeah, the deadline to send in your entry will be, what did you say, March 9th?
Yeah, March 9th, 30 days from now.
Okay, cool. Sounds good to me. And that's pretty much all I have. And I already did the final shout out. So what do you say we go ahead and wrap this puppy up into a bow and send it down to Guacamo?
Yep, sounds good to me. I just want to thank everybody who supports the channel and even the lurkers. We really do appreciate you. Thank you very much.
That was it of your final thoughts?
That's all I got.
Oh man, that's not a lot. But I guess if that's all you got, it doesn't have to be a lot. You know what I'm saying? That's so okay. So, a beer castle would be nice. Yeah, you could use beer cans. See, you guys are getting You guys are getting creative. I like that. I like that idea. Do a beer castle, but make it look good, or you ain't winning nothing. Anyway, I like my avatar, by the way, man. Check it out. I look like this guy. Hi, man. I'm Taco Tom. I don't know. I thought it was funny because it's actually like a what do you call that, Saji? What do you call it? Irony. It's irony because I hate Tom Brady, and then but he's actually wearing his Patriots hat, so I thought that was funny too. But Taco Tom, come on down to Taco Tom. That's what I wish he would do. Like when he retires, was like become a taco truck driver. I think that would be cool. So, yeah.
Yep. And then like when you order a taco, he tosses it to you.
Yes.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
And you get it like at a reduced rate. It's cheaper if you catch it, but if you drop it on the ground, you have to pay double.
Do what now if you catch it on the ground?
If you don't catch the taco when he throws it to you, you have to pay double for it.
Oh man. Yeah. And if you touch any of the workers, like just barely like slap them on the arm or whatever, you get penalized for holding.
Yeah.
You don't get your taco. Oh man, no, I'm full of craziness here tonight, folks. Anyway, yeah. So thanks everybody for stopping in, for chatting with us, for hanging out here and having a good time. And I think we're gonna have an awesome contest. Both of those contests, the sock throwing contest and the castle contest. I think that's going to be just amazing. And we will see you guys on our next broadcast. And if a random broadcast pops up, we'll see you on that broadcast and we'll mention the contest on there as well. So until then, this has been Taco Tuesday. For Sagittarically Speaking, this is Hebro77 saying good night, everybody. Have a good time and be sure to unwind. That's the end of the show. We hope to see you all again next time for Taco Tuesday. Yeah, Taco Tuesday. Yeah, Taco Tuesday. I said taco. Yeah, Taco Tuesday. So long, everybody. Ha ha. Yeah.